We have 4 more games left in this regular season. This Florida State team is ranked number 4 in the nation, 7-1. And guess what? We have a number 8 Pittsburgh that's also 7-1, undefeated in the conference. They're coming to town. This has got to be the game of the week. It's a big time game because whoever wins this have a very good chance of playing in the conference championship. And as y'all know, we won the conference championship last year. So we love to go back to back. Now, even if we lose this game, we still have the tiebreaker over teams like Clemson, North Carolina, Duke, and Miami because we beat all 4 of those teams. We would lose the tiebreaker against Pittsburgh, obviously, and then SMU, we just didn't play them this season. So it's going to be an interesting game. But I would love for the boys over at the podcast to sum up this entire season as we look at the roster, check out recruiting, and we hop into this game. Here, let's see what they got to say, man.
Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today, we are strapping in for something that feels less like a typical sports recap and more like a high-stakes psychological thriller set on a football field. We're looking at the 2027 Florida State University football season.
It really is a fascinating case study, and honestly, it's about a lot more than just blocking and tackling. It's about leadership under fire.
Right, because if you just, casually glance at the stat sheet or check the standings, it looks like business as usual.
So what I was saying was Mason here, he was their starting quarterback last year when we played him. And pretty much 3,000 yards, 24 touchdowns, 7 picks. He's a solid player. Like last year, they played us pretty close. Their starting running back gonna be hurt. Their O-line is pretty bad. Good wide receiver or okay wide receiver room. This is a team I feel like we're much better in. Is kind of what I was getting at. Sammy Brown here, transfer from Clemson. Okay, their roster not anything special, but I wanted to make sure I show y'all the sliders. I made some tweaks to the sliders, nothing too crazy. I asked Chat GPT for some sliders, and honestly, I didn't love what they gave me. I didn't try them, but I'll show you what Chat gave me. And like I said, I was like, these not gonna work. I was like, these are not gonna work. Let me show you. So, first of all, I took screenshots of my current slider sets, and I was like, I actually to make them better or make them more challenging. And it's kind of what they gave me. And decrease our quarterback accuracy. I'm fine with that, but it was like, I don't know. So before we was playing with the CPU accuracy on 10. Chat wanted me to increase this to 55, from 10 to 55. That seemed very aggressive. So I didn't use the chat sliders. I'm be honest, I did not use the Chat GPT sliders. And maybe I will in the future, but I'll show y'all what I've done. So I kept our accuracy the same. I think I didn't touch too much here. I made our pass coverage. I took this down 10. And I increased our interceptions by 5. I increased their accuracy by 15. Pass blocking I didn't touch. Run blocking. I increased their catching by 5. It was at 34. I think I increased this by 5 as well. And I increased their interceptions by 10. And I increased their pass coverage. And that's all I touched. And I increased the injuries by 11. And then that was all I changed here. But yeah, I just wanted to make some adjustments to the sliders. But with that being said, let's hop into this game and let's finish off the podcast. Yeah, I'm gonna play the podcast. I wanted to pause and kind of just explain some things before we get into it. So keep making the fire videos, bro. I appreciate you, big dog. We're gonna keep it up, man. We're gonna keep it up. I'm having a great time. But we got a couple minutes left on this pod, and let's hop into this game.
They're sitting at 7-1, ranked number 4 nationally, first place in the ACC.
You'd think, okay, smooth sailing.
Exactly. Another dominant year for the Seminoles. Nothing to see here.
But that's just the surface level. That's the illusion. When you actually peel back the layers and you look at the source material we have, which titles this whole thing The Rise of the Monster, you realize this is actually one of the most fractured and dramatic stories in modern college football.
The central theme is pretty hardcore. I mean, the source material frames it as, they tried to break us, we built a monster instead. That is a heavy vibe.
It is.
It looks like a dynasty from the outside, but inside, pure chaos.
It has been. And our mission today is to look past the scoreboard. We need to understand this as a lesson in crisis management. It's about the brutal decisions made by Coach Marcus Vale and really the psychology of that us versus the world mentality.
We hear that phrase a lot, but this really shows how it gets built.
Brick by brick, usually through conflict.
So let's rewind. Week 1, FSU versus Georgia.
Massive.
Huge. A clash of titans right out of the gate. And FSU didn't just win, they crushed them. 42-21.
And usually a win like that is a coronation, right? It's supposed to silence all the doubters immediately.
The narrative should be, okay, FSU's are the real deal.
But that is absolutely not what happened.
No. And this is where the psychological stuff started. The media spun it the other way.
Completely. They called it a fluke, said Georgia wasn't locked in, so instead of earning respect, that massive win just painted a huge target on Coach Vale's back.
Which brings us to the crash, the Michigan game.
This was the reality check. Top-ranked game on the road, hostile crowd. And it went sideways fast. FSU loses 28-7. It was embarrassing.
And the main problem was quarterback play, right?
Yeah.
Brock Glenn.
Oh, yeah. Glenn threw 3 interceptions. He looked completely rattled. He got benched. But the loss itself isn't even the most interesting part. It's what happened after.
Oh, the quote. We have to talk about the quote.
This is the fracture point. After the game, Brock Glenn goes to the media, microphones in his face, and he says, and I'm quoting here, "It felt like we were set up to fail. I didn't feel prepared. That's on the coaching."
Whoa. I mean, to say set up to fail and blame the coaching staff after throwing 3 picks, that is nuclear.
It's a massive fracture in the locker room.
Yeah.
Your QB1 is publicly undermining the head coach. In 90% of programs, that's the end of the season.
The team splits into camps. Morale just tanks.
Right. But Coach Vale,
Yeah.
his response was swift.
Ruthless.
Yeah.
He didn't play any PR games.
Nope. He suspended Brock Glenn immediately. QB1, gone. That is a high-stakes call. You're basically saying, I don't care who you are, you do not cross the culture.
That's a huge gamble, though. You have a suspended quarterback, you're coming off a blowout loss, and you're heading into a rivalry game against Miami. The vibes could not be worse.
They were terrible, and the start of that Miami game showed it. FSU goes down 14-0 early. The crowd is buzzing. It looked like the whole thing was about to die right there.
And then, enter Rashawn Slaughter.
A turning point.
They throw a true freshman into the fire.
Yeah.
Down 2 touchdowns against a rival.
What?
There's a nightmare scenario for a kid.
Or it's a dream scenario, because Rashawn Slaughter didn't just manage the game. He took over the entire program in like 3 hours.
The stats are absurd for a debut like that. 387 passing yards, 5 total touchdowns.
And it's how he did it. 5 different receivers scored. That tells me he wasn't panicking and locking onto one guy. He was going through his reads. He played with a calm you just can't teach.
FSU storms back to win 35-14, a complete takeover.
And that moment ended the controversy instantly. The team chose their leader on the field.
It's a hell of a drive,
There
man.
was no going back.
It's a
from
hell
that.
of a
He said he
drive.
was set up to
Yeah,
fail.
Notebook
So
LM
let's
is
deep dive into
the
this
the
monster
website
they built.
I'm using.
Starting with the offense. Because Rashawn Slaughter's season stats since then are just their video game numbers.
They really are. We're talking 1,791 yards, 21 touchdowns, and only 2 interceptions.
2 picks.
Yeah.
For a freshman, that's the wild part.
That is the key stat. Freshmen usually force things. Slaughter plays like a 10-year veteran. He doesn't panic. The sources call him the future of college football, and the tape backs it up.
But he's not doing it alone, right? The weapons around him are scary.
Oh, for sure. You got Creed Whitmore.
The big play guy.
He's the spark plug. 550 yards, 8 touchdowns, plus a punt return. He takes the top off the defense.
And then D. Wilson, who just seems like a matchup nightmare.
He is. 521 yards, 5 TDs. Too quick for linebackers, too big for corners. And you can't forget the tight ends, Gelsey and Tyshawn. Red zone nightmares. This offense just comes at you.
But there's also the guy who does the dirty work. Joe Jackson.
A silent workhorse. I love players like this. He's not flashy, but he's averaging 6.5 yards a carry. He's the glue. When FSU needs to control the clock, they hand it to Joe.
Okay, so the offense is electric. But the defense, the source material calls them young, angry, and evolving. which sounds terrifying.
It is, because evolving means they're just getting better every single week. And it all starts with Devon Patterson.
Home setter.
Absolutely. He has 3 interceptions. He's top 4 in the Bednarik voting and number 1 in the Thorpe race. He is the heart of that unit.
And just like the offense, look at the youth. The breakout star is another freshman, Frederick Valentin.
A true freshman safety leading the team with 41 tackles. It's crazy.
Now, I have to ask, is that a good thing? Usually if a safety leads in tackles, it means the running game is getting to the second level.
That's a great point, and normally, yes. But in this scheme, Valentin plays so aggressively downhill, he's almost like a hybrid linebacker. For a freshman to do that and have a pick he nearly took back for a touchdown, he's just playing on instinct.
And up front, KJ Sampson is just wrecking things.
3 sacks, 7 tackles for loss. He's the force inside. So you have pressure up front and a secondary that's young, fast, and ball hungry. They don't just survive, they hit back.
So you have this high-powered offense, a young, angry defense, a 7-1 record. Why does it feel like the world is still against them? Let's talk about the psychology of the hate here.
This is where Coach Vale's personality really shapes everything. The media still doubts them because, frankly, Vale doesn't play their game. He's a disruptor.
What do you mean by that?
Well, look at his actions. He benches stars. He doesn't protect egos. He recruits relentlessly, but he doesn't beg for respect in press conferences.
John
He
Walker,
just
man,
wins
and
without
on the
asking
sack.
for anyone's approval. And that rubs the establishment the wrong way.
And you can see it in the excuses. The goalposts keep moving. Every week, there's a new reason why FSU isn't actually good.
Constantly. First, it's they haven't played anyone.
Then they beat Clemson by 24.
So then it becomes, well, maybe Clemson is down this year, FSU is still overrated.
Then they drop 56 on Duke.
Then it's they aren't physical enough. And then they go dominate UNC at the line of scrimmage.
It's like no matter what they do, there's always a, yeah, but.
Exactly. And the dangerous part for everyone else is that the team is aware of it. They use it as fuel.
Yeah.
There's nothing more dangerous than a talented team that genuinely believes it's being disrespected.
So they've built this monster. They've survived the internal collapse. But the season isn't over. And the road ahead is, it's a gauntlet.
It is. They control their own destiny, but these next 4 games are a minefield.
Let's walk through them. Week 10 against Pittsburgh.
The classic trap game. Pitt wants to drag you into the mud. It's going to be physical and ugly. This is a test of discipline. Can you win ugly?
Then week 11, a trip all the way to California.
The danger game. Long road trip, weird environment, sleepy kickoff. It's a focus
Cortland
test.
Guillory, star
So
corner,
easy
is
to come
hurt,
out
man.
flat and get caught sleeping.
Gotta
Week
hope that's
12
not long
at
term.
Syracuse.
November in Syracuse. Cold weather, hostile crowd. This is a game where you have everything to lose and nothing to gain. A pure mental toughness test.
And finally, week 13, at Florida, the Swamp.
The rivalry, swamp chaos, you can throw the records out the window. It doesn't matter. This game is pure emotion. It decides legacies.
So big picture here, this team was supposed to crumble after Michigan. Instead, they're 7-1 with the best recruiting class Marcus Vale has ever signed coming in.
The narrative has shifted from are they good to the future is loading and the present is dangerous.
It really feels like the rest of college football made a huge mistake.
They did. They tried to break FSU.
They keep picking up these third downs, man.
They're
having a good drive.
Like that's a recipe for a dynasty.
So here's the question I want to leave you with. We always talk about stability being the key to success, no drama. But this FSU team is thriving because of the fracture. They needed the crash to find their leader.
It's a fascinating point. Maybe comfort is the enemy of greatness. Maybe you need the house to catch on fire a little bit.
Exactly. So if they run the table, if they actually win it all, does chaos become the new blueprint? Do you actually need a little bit of disaster to build a true monster?
It's a risky strategy, but for FSU, it seems to be the only way. And right now,
7-7, man.
Something to think about. That's it for this deep dive. We'll be watching to see if the
7-7, man.
monster survives
Them
the
boys
gauntlet.
came out to play on that first drive. I ain't gonna lie, man. Them boys came out to play. Them boys came out to play for sure. What's up, Timepiece? He said, you the only one doing these, bro. Hey, I appreciate you, man. We're gonna keep it up, man. But yeah, we use Chat GPT to make the prompt, and then I take the prompt and I put it into Notebook LM. So it's like whatever I want the podcast to be about. Like that one was about kind of recapping our season, talking about some of our key moments. You know, when Brock Glenn got suspended, some of our big time wins, our big time loss against Michigan. Good run, Joe. Good run, Joe. Get out of there. And talk about some of the players that's in the award race. Talk about Joe Jackson and how he's having this, you know, under the radar type season. And I asked Chad to make the prompt, and then I just put it in the notebook. You said, so you settled on 14 hours for the first season? Have it play in the background? Oh man, you the GOAT, man. You the GOAT. So yeah, it was about 18, 19 hours, and I ended up editing about 4 to 5 hours out of that first season. I kind of took out, I didn't want to take everything out. I was thinking about just taking out all the recruiting and just only have it be the games and like the off season. But I was like, no, the recruiting, damn, good makeup speed. So I ended up just taking out just as much dead time as I possibly could. So yeah, ended at 14 hours. There's still some dead time in there because, I mean, but give me a good ball. Good catch, Dallas. Good route, Dallas. That's not a fumble. Don't do me like that. That is not a fumble. It's not a fumble. And they're not even going to boof. I got automatically review it. Where is that challenge?
Hold on a second. There's a timeout on the field. The coach wants the officials to take another look at that one. Thinks he might get an overturn.
All right, come on, give me my ball back. Stop trying to cheating. Stop trying to cheat, man. All right. So Pittsburgh gave us some issues last year. I remember that. They gave us some issues. In a way, we're ranked number 4 in the playoffs. In a way, it would be set up. We'll have a first round bye. If we won the game after the bye, and if Michigan won, we would then have to play Michigan once again in the Rose Bowl. So obviously, you know, more games left, but that would be crazy if we was able to get that rematch from last year and earlier in the season. See here, we'll go pass, hit Creed underneath, throw me a block. Oh my goodness, Creed, chill out. Chill out. Rayshawn over 100 yards in the day so far. This is a team we're definitely better than this team on paper, but they're 7-1 for a reason, so you can't sleep on them. Overthrow. Come on, that's wide open, man. That's easy money right there. All right, let's see. See if we can hit Dallas Wilson. Not really. Don't love anything here. Oh my goodness. Slide. Bro, the O-line did they thing there. I don't think anything really got open. Rayshawn got 75 speed, so he's not a threat whatsoever. That's wide open. Give me a good ball. Good enough ball, and Dallas Wilson going to do the rest. Second touchdown for Wilson, the 6'3" receiver. I believe he came over from Florida. I think he was at Florida. But 2 touchdowns for him. Make it 14-7 here. But yeah, this Pittsburgh team, they no slouch. They're no slouch, man. This team last year gave us issues. And so far in this one, giving us a little bit of resistance. So Cortland Guillory, our star corner, is pretty banged up. I think that one of his arms has some pretty significant wear and tear. He's in the game right now, but we'll monitor it. It's a nice tackle at the line of scrimmage. The team also loved the run, that hurry up offense, which is very annoying. And 2 back-to-back run plays and 2 tackles for KJ Sampson in the backfield. I mean, way to have an impact on the game, bro. Can I please? Oh my goodness. Hell no, right? Hell no. And then he gets hurt. He gets 2 tackles in the backfield, and then now he's hurt. Chill out, KJ. Chill out, KJ. That's good work from the D tackle. And he's unhappy for playing time deal breaker when he's the starter. I don't quite understand why he's unhappy. Oh my goodness. Bruised knee. Let's see, we'll go to the run here. Solid blocking. We go 4.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
We'll go pass here. Way to catch the ball, man. Way to catch the ball. You're a true freshman.
Seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback.
Go pass here.
Just a thing of beauty.
Is anything really open? Overthrow.
Incomplete under heavy pressure, just got it away.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays.
A little bit, some accuracy issues in this game so far.
Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line.
It's wide open. That's absolutely wide open. Absolutely wide open. Juke move. Inside the red zone, down to the 9-yard line. Rayshawn Slaughter clearly came to play today. Couple incompletions for some bad balls, but for the most part, he's out here playing. RPO. Man, the RPO just be so hit or miss, man. He's so hit or miss.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down.
Tight end open. Tayshawn to Rayshawn. Rayshawn to Tayshawn for the touchdown.
So the offense looking now for building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete
Good work, boy.
domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense
Good work.
has shown up prepared, ready to
3
play.
passing touchdowns in the first half.
This game's getting sideways in a hurry.
Good work, good work, good work.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT.
Number 8 team in the nation. I don't think so, man. I don't think so. The ACC got a bunch of frauds in this conference, man. A bunch of teams that's ranked way too high. Like Duke ranked way too high.
Bringing it out. It's Robinson.
The hybrid. The hybrid is way faster. Coming out of high school. Bro, we in this series, like earlier this season, we was going after a box specialist safety, 5-star box specialist from Missouri. Kevin Duke is his name. He ended up committing to Missouri over us. Good stuff, John Henry. Buddy had 84 speed compared to, we was going after a linebacker, a thumping linebacker. His speed, good coverage, his speed was a 90. I'm like, yo, this linebacker is just, he does everything better than this safety. Like, it's no way they could even, like, come on, what are we doing? Big 3rd down for him. Oh my goodness. Overthrow, and we dropped the easiest interception of our career. Shamar, I don't even know who that is. He's a sophomore apparently. Drops a wide open interception. He's in the game because Cortland is is still banged up with that arm injury. But wow, I mean, you can't drop that. Oh my goodness, what a spin move by Creed, and he's going to get chased down at the 33-yard line. Creed is just super elusive, man.
So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. He'll hand it off. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
It's the 2-minute timeout.
2-minute warning.
Blowout developing here. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Looking for a receiver.
Get upfield.
Right side there for the completion. They side them at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
Let's go run here.
Down here for this offense. The shotgun handoff here.
Yep.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4.
We could waste some time. We could run it here again.
The Seminoles looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here. And they'll run it out of the shotgun.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Easy money. Easy money. It's going to be 28-7 here in the first half. It gave us some issues last year at Pittsburgh, but I mean, when we're home, we're not gonna lose too many games, man. We're not gonna lose too many home games. I'll tell you that right now. So yeah, we brought in I think we got a 5-star gap specialist committed. I think at least. Hybrid safety. Yeah, that box specialist, the only reason I was really going after him because he's a 5-star. Hell no, right? Hell no. Good coverage. I think that was Bates. I think the only reason I was really going after him because he's a 5-star, man. He was going to have to red shirt and we was going to develop the hell out of him because his attributes was just terrible, man. Like, couldn't cover. He might even have to move the linebacker if we did get him.
Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down.
Let's go cover 1. They're 5 wide. They'll go pass, obviously. Overthrow. We increased the quarterback accuracy slider, but Mason, it's like once they get like rattled, shaken up, like they struggle to complete passes. And same thing with us. Whenever we have a game where we just can't get in rhythm, like we just struggle to complete passes. 3rd and 3 here. We'll send a little linebacker blitz. CJ Kirkland. They're taking the shot. That's double coverage. It's double coverage. Hell no.
Now it's a high kick. He hit it straight up.
I tried to fair catch it.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. This offense has been clicking.
It's looking like a game where the backup's going to get in.
So here we go. The first play of the drive. Less than a minute to play before halftime. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield.
So can you show the transfer sliders? I don't think I ain't touched the transfer sliders. I could show it, but I don't think I touched them.
What a big hit into the backfield that time.
Quickly behind
I don't think at least.
2nd down and 11. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
I just realized it's supposed to be a 2-minute drill.
Now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this.
Let's see. 3rd down. We can hit the running back.
The
We got to use the timeout.
Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
That's a great feeling when your quarterback can make a throw that keeps the drive alive. Not as good as a touchdown, but it's a lot better than having to trot over to the sideline.
Don't see anything.
to get another chance.
Or something was coming open, but we ain't had enough time.
We finally see
He said, "Have you had the extra point block, man?" I feel like it's RNG when them kicks get blocked, man. It's like they, you know, instantly, cause like they give you like that little animation.
between the quarterback and his receivers by
Oh
getting
man,
pressure.
that could have been, bro. That could have been a dot for
6 seconds remaining to play.
could have got a field goal right there.
Kicking away. Time for just one more play before halftime.
It's pretty
So if
simple as a defensive
you
coordinator. When a
kick the
quarterback
ball
drops back to throw,
faster,
if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him
I feel
down.
like it's really just random. Personally, that's bro.
Good job here
We
by
just
the
can't get that ball out, man. I feel like it's random, man.
Hit as he threw the football there on third down. And the Knowles will have to punt this one away.
I feel like it's 100% random.
And that will do it for the
When they give them that animation and they could block it.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on.
Great first half for the team, man. Great first half.
Leading to a one-sided score.
I think one more score and we're
But I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout.
and we could get the backups involved.
Locker room right now wondering two things.
We up 21 here, yeah. Go up 4 scores
Try to make this respectable.
in the second half.
And the Seminoles will kick this away to start the second half. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Panthers' offense is back out on the field. After falling way behind in the first half,
They stopped that hurry up offense quick, didn't they?
now to cut in.
They ran that for like 2 drives.
Quick throw to his receiver. Finds a man to the left. Big catch
D'Angelo
downfield.
Boyd.
They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard
It was okay coverage. It wasn't terrible. He gives up the first down, but it wasn't terrible coverage out there.
They're off and running.
They go pass once again. We're sitting in man coverage and good hit, boy. That's Devon Patterson, man. Miami, appreciate that follow. Send the boys here.
Incompletion makes it 2nd and 10.
Actually, let's go cover 2.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down.
That's bad coverage. Bad coverage, man. Who was guarding him in the slide? Who that? Patterson, Devon Patterson,
Big play for this
with the
offense.
good coverage on the previous play.
Be in sync, tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
Off the play fake, looking to throw.
Good coverage.
Physical defending.
It's gonna be Bates all over it.
Brings up 2nd down.
We really do got a good secondary, man. We really do. Like our 4th stringer is an 85 overall player. Our 4th string corner, and then we have good
Quarterback looking to throw.
good stuff, and we also have good safeties. Like we have
This passing game
KJ Kirkland, who was like number 2 in tackles on the team, and he's a backup safety, like 82, 83 overall. And the person that's actually leading this team in tackles is the true freshman. Damn, I had 2 guys open and I went to the wrong one. Gonna go for a first down and more, down to the 10. But on Frederick is it Vinton? Vincent? No, it's not Vincent. What's it? Is he on the field? Where's his name at? He's not on the field. It's not Vincent, I don't think. It's Frederick something. Dot. Look like that was Edwin Joseph got beat in man coverage.
great timing and
And they going to cut the lead in half, make it 28-14.
stem to the outside before he went to the post. Perfect timing.
Game is not over, man. Backups will not be coming in this 3rd quarter, it appears.
Here comes the point after attempt.
But on Frederick, like I said, true freshman safety. I didn't even think he'd be on the field this year. I think he has star development, but like I said, he's out here leading the team in tackles one way or another.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown.
He's playing
The kickoff team out
playing
there
very
to kick it
well.
away.
Our linebackers, we only got one good linebacker right now, so our linebackers don't. I also feel like we play a lot of nickels, so they don't even be on the field. Outside of Devon Keys. Let's go run here. Let's go run here, Joe Jackson. Let's go run here. You better not get caught. You better not get caught by that linebacker, man. One play touchdown. Let's work. FSU back up 21. See, that's demoralizing. Pitt had to work their way downfield. Long, it wasn't a super long drive, but they had to earn that. And then we respond just with one play touchdown. Give it all back. Haven't had too many plays like that for Joe Jackson, man. Through 8 games, he's probably at like 500-600 yards. Somewhere in that range. And he's gonna be a senior, so he'll be going off this roster. And I'm not sure who's gonna take over as running back 1. Might look to bring in a transfer. We do have some young guys on this roster, but none of the young running backs got great development traits. So we'll see what happens there, but it's in the blitz here. We're all over it, man. We're all over it. Who number 22? Oh, that's Thomas. Day Thomas. One of our safeties. Second and 14. That's a 4-yard loss for him. More boxy man coverage. Then on 3rd and long, send a DB blitz, man. I like this play. Send Edward Joseph. Yep, we there. Just push him out. We there. We all over it. All over it. Get it back on punt.
Ball fielded at the 45. Returner tackled right there. That's where they'll start the drive. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. It didn't take long to reach the end zone last time. A perfectly blocked running play. Can they keep it going here?
All right, let's see. Let's start out with the run here. Got 309 yards for the running back. We got Morgan in the game. Let's go. Morgan is our 3rd string tight end. Get it to Tayshawn. He's our 3rd string tight end, but he's also an elite development player. So he's just going to be a guy of the future. Right now he's 3rd string, but one day he will be a star, and that is a contested ball. Double coverage. I thought he's going to break away. I truly thought he was going to get open on that route. He did not. And Miami with the Amazon Prime sub, man. I appreciate you coming through, dropping a follow and dropping a sub, man. I appreciate you, big dog. Everyone here, man, drop a follow if you're new to the stream. Drop an Amazon Prime sub. It's free $99, and you get to watch ad free. Let's see here. It's gonna be 4th down, 4th and short. Could go field goal on them, and that's probably the best play call. We'll go field goal. 9 mile per hour win. Not a tough kick for Wade, the kicker. And they gave me the block animation. He did not get home. That's what I was talking about earlier, man. Like, it's like the block animation be random. They didn't get there, but it was like the kick just was slowed down. It's just RNG, man. I feel like it just be random when they give it to you. And they low-key roughed the hell out of my kicker. Like, damn, bro. Like, 2 people jumped on my kicker leg. Like, come on, what we doing here?
He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16.
What are we doing here?
Coverage there. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time?
All right, let's run a little zone coverage. Switch it up. Quick RPO. We're there, all over it.
Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
So, of course, been watching your content all year.
He really didn't have any other options.
So it helps you dominate 4 titles in first 5 years. Hey, man, I appreciate you, man. I'm glad to help, man. I appreciate you, big dog. Appreciate you coming over to the stream also.
They test the middle there, but get nothing.
It's cool. Like, every time I go live, somebody tap in and was like, hey, I found you on YouTube. I like appreciate your content. Every stream. That's so cool. Good coverage, Boyd. D'Angelo Boyd coming to play, man. Last year, he damn near won the Jim Thorpe Award. This year, he fooled. At least the first couple weeks, man. He was getting burnt deep. But he was out of shape. He had to get back in playing shape to start the year. But now he's back in that last year bag, man. Kind of remind you of Derek Stingley, that freshman year at LSU. And then that freshman year at LSU was his best year. He could never quite play as well. He never quite had a better year than his freshman year. And that's kind of what we probably gonna see with D'Angelo. 2nd and 4 here. Good ball. Good ball. Joe Jackson. Come on, Joseph. Work with me now. Work with me now. Over 2,000 passing yards for the quarterback. And he didn't even, how many games he missed? The first 3, I think. Because we lost after the Michigan domination. He started the following week. You said that archetype video you told me that one I dropped earlier today. It's funny. It's like when I do those videos, that's a dot. When I do those videos where I'm like archetypes to avoid, it's always weird picking with players. And I remember this morning I was deciding who I was making a thumbnail. I'm deciding who I'm gonna put on the thumbnail. And then I was like, DJU. I was like DJU that used to play at Florida State. He was at Clemson also. I was like DJU, okay. And I was like, who else do I put on here? Who else do I put on here? Because I want to put someone that's like popular that a lot of people don't like. Hey, 4 is up also. I didn't even know this. 4 is up. 4 is up. I also want to put someone popular that a lot of people don't like. And for some reason, people really don't like Carson Beck. I don't got no beef with him. People really don't like him though. So yeah, I throw him on there. But like, when y'all was in the playoffs, it's like a lot of people saying, or my coworkers. I can only speak for my coworkers because I don't know what everyone else beef with Miami is. But people want Miami to lose because, like, yeah, I don't like Carson Beck. I'm like, yo, why nobody like this dude? Like, I'm like, what he do? Like, why nobody like Buddy?
I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a run.
2nd and 9 here. Oh my goodness, we lucky. We are lucky that's not intercepted, man. We are lucky. This will be the last drive for the starting offense here. Be a last drive for the starters. Overthrow. All right, field goal. It will be. Bring out Wade. Bring out Wade. Bring out Wade. 41-14 here. What playbook we running? We still using the playbook they gave us. Chat gave us. What is it called? We're using 4-2-5 on defense, and then offense we are using Pro style offense, generic. I actually want to go look at it. Pro style offense, generic. I feel like for next season, we got to find a new playbook, and maybe it's a situation where like we get a new coordinator next season. Cause I wonder if our offense and defensive coordinator will end up getting a new job. Just maybe get a head coach job somewhere, because we had 2 good seasons. So I just wonder if they'll get some more opportunities. We'll see. I don't think I resigned them. I don't think I offered them the extension this past offseason, so I think I messed up in doing that. So damn. Might be the biggest play for him of the day. Did you redshirt any players? I did not, man. I did not. I said there's no point to redshirt players. Like, I don't want anyone to transfer. And yeah, I didn't redshirt any players. So yeah, I'd rather everyone get playing time. And we didn't bring in any broken tackle, and he's off to the races. It's gonna be 41-21 here. We're gonna be up. We're gonna be up 20 here in the 4th quarter. We'll keep the backups in. So he was supposed Miami. I see what you say, even though it timed you out for the long message. I gotta change that. I shouldn't time people out for a message that's kind of long. I'll change that. So he was locker room cancer at Georgia.
And they'll set up for the PAT. And it's good.
Yeah. So next year, I feel like we're due for a new playbook. Like this playbook, damn, bro. Onside kick, I'm lacking bad. Oh my goodness, I dove. He could have fumbled. All right, we got Joey Flowers in, man. So as we're closing out this game, let's go ahead and throw on the podcast. Actually, head coach Marcus Vale and quarterback Rashawn Slaughter did a oh my goodness. Did a little press conference before this game, kind of talking about the season as we're we 3/4 of the way done with this season. So they did a little press conference. Let's just hear some of the things they talked about in that presser.
I want you to close your eyes for a second. Picture a room that is absolutely suffocating with tension.
Okay.
We're in the Florida State Press Complex. The air conditioning is humming that low kind of industrial drone.
I can hear it.
You've got cameras shuddering, click, 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 and dozens of reporters just, jostling for position.
All right.
Now, usually when you walk into a room like this, for a team that's sitting in the top 10 with one of the most explosive offenses in the country, the vibe is electric. It's a party.
It's usually a coronation.
Yeah.
Everyone wants a soundbite of the victory lap.
Right. But this felt like a courtroom. The atmosphere was thick, heavy, because despite all the wins, there is this just deafening whirlwind of noise outside the walls. You have rumors about the quarterback situation. You have media pundits doubting if this is for real.
And standing in the center of that hurricane.
That man got to put his hands up, man. He could have caught that.
It's a
put your hands up, young
fascinating
blood.
contrast,
Come on.
It really is. On one side, you have Marcus Vale, the head coach, and to call him polarizing is probably the understatement of the year.
That is putting it diplomatically. Half the fan base thinks he's a tactical genius.
And the other half seems ready to drive him to the airport.
Yeah.
Personally.
And then standing right next to him, Rashawn Slaughter, the quarterback who, let's be honest, he wasn't supposed to be leading this team. Not yet, anyway.
He's the accidental incumbent. He was just thrust into the role. And looking at him, you see someone who's still kind of figuring out how to wear the crown.
So here's the mission for today's deep dive. We are not interested in the stats. We aren't going to break down coverage reads or touchdown passes.
I know.
We are taking you inside that room to analyze a specific press conference where the masks slipped off. We've got the transcript, we have the background, and we're going to dissect how you lead a high-performance organization when the world is, waiting for you to fail.
This is really a study in leadership under fire.
Yeah.
because it's easy to lead when the graph is going up and to the right. But how do you hold a team or a company or even a family together when you're winning, but it feels like everyone still hates you?
We have the transcript right here. We're going to let Vale and Slaughter speak for themselves, and then we're going to unpack exactly what they mean. Let's start with the first major point of contention.
The paradox.
The paradox of success, exactly. So, the team is winning. They're top 10. Recruits are flying in. But the criticism, it's getting louder.
Louder.
A reporter actually asks Vale about this point blank. They ask, why is this program under such a microscope despite the wins?
It's a valid question, but it gets at something really psychologically weird. We think winning cures everything, right?
Yeah.
You win, people cheer.
Yeah.
But here, the winning seems to be acting like gasoline on a fire. The better they do, the angrier the detractors get.
It makes no sense on the surface, but Vale, he didn't dodge it. He didn't give some PR-friendly non-answer. He leaned right into the microphone and dropped this hammer. He said, people were comfortable when Florida State was struggling, comfortable when we weren't in playoff conversations.
Stop there for a second, that word. Comfortable.
And he goes on, he says, the moment the locker room believed again, that made people uncomfortable.
That is such a profound diagnostic of human nature. You know, in sociology, we talk about status quo bias or even Paul Poppy syndrome.
Right.
When an entity, a football program, a startup, whatever, has been down for a long time, the whole ecosystem adjusts to that reality. People, even rivals, feel safe. They feel superior.
They like you when you're pitiable.
Exactly. Pity is non-threatening. But the second that dormant giant wakes up and starts disrupting the hierarchy, that comfort turns into resentment instantly.
So he's basically telling his players, they don't hate you because you're bad, they hate you because you're a threat.
He's weaponizing the hate. He's not trying to smooth it over.
Not at all. And that's the second part of his answer. He wraps it up by saying, I don't coach for approval, I coach to win.
And in the modern landscape, that is a radical stance. I mean, we are so used to CEOs and coaches acting like politicians, constantly polling the electorate, apologizing, managing their brand.
And Vale is just saying, I am opting out of your popularity contest. But isn't that dangerous? I mean, if you tell the world you don't care what they think, you paint a massive target on your back. If you lose, you just look arrogant.
It is incredibly high risk,
Huh.
but it creates a psychological fortress for the team. It's the us against the world mechanic. If the leader signals that outside approval is irrelevant, then the employees or players, they stop looking for it.
They stop doom-scrolling Twitter.
They stop doom-scrolling Twitter and they start looking at the scoreboard. He is narrowing their focus by just closing the blinds on the outside world.
So he's trading likability for focus. That's a steep trade, but I get it. Now, speaking of steep trades, we have to talk about the elephant in the room, the suspension.
Oh yeah. This is the moment that arguably defined the season for a lot of fans, and probably the moment where half the fan base turned on him.
For those who missed it, earlier in the season, Vale suspended his starting quarterback,
Oh.
the star, the guy on all the posters.
Right before a huge game.
The fan base was in shock, furious. So in this press conference, a reporter asks him, looking back, would you do it again?
And this is where we see the difference between a coach who wants to win a single game and a coach who wants to build a dynasty.
Vale doesn't hesitate. He says, absolutely. And here's the quote that I think every manager should, tattoo on their forehead. Talent doesn't excuse accountability. If you wear this logo, you represent more than yourself. The standard doesn't bend.
The standard doesn't bend. That's it. That is the core philosophy right there.
But hold on, is that realistic? I mean, in the corporate world, we see top performers get away with murder all the time because they bring in the revenue.
Of course.
Vale is saying, I don't care if you're an All-American. Isn't that ignoring the reality that, talent wins games?
It ignores the short-term reality to preserve the long-term health. Think about the toxic high performer in an office.
Okay.
They make the sales, but they abuse the staff, they skip meetings, they mock the culture. If the manager lets that slide because talent wins, what happens to everyone else?
The rest of the team just disengages. They see the hypocrisy.
Exactly, you get cognitive dissonance. Why should I work hard if the rules don't apply to him? By suspending the star, Vale sent a shockwave through that locker room. He proved that the standard wasn't just some poster on the wall, it was real.
So it's the classic short-term pain for long-term gain.
Precisely. Vale is saying that the logo represents more than yourself. He is institutionalizing the idea that no single person is bigger than the collective mission. And by doing that, he proved his rules aren't just suggestions. That is incredibly stabilizing for a team, even if it's scary in the moment.
It's scary for the fans, that's for sure. But that decision, it forced a change. It brought Rashawn Slaughter into the spotlight.
The next man up.
But Rashawn wasn't just the next
That's on
man.
me.
He was
That's
the
on me. I was out of
unexpected man. He
position.
wasn't supposed to be QB1 this year. And suddenly, he's leading a top 10 team. The pressure on this kid must have been crushing.
Immense. You're replacing a star, the fan base is mad about the suspension, and the schedule is just brutal.
So a reporter asks him, "How did you handle the pressure?" And Rashawn admits it was heavy. He says, "I won't lie, it was heavy at first. You feel eyes on you." But then he shares what Vale told him right before he took the field. And I have to say, this advice really struck me.
It's a vaster class in psychological management.
Vale pulled him aside. The kid is probably shaking. And he said, "Don't try to save the program. Just run it."
Just run it. That might be the best management advice I've heard in years.
It sounds so simple, but unpack that for me. What is the actual difference there?
Think about the cognitive load, the mental weight of those two verbs. Save.
Okay.
To save something implies that it's broken, that there's a catastrophe, and that you are the superhero who has to fix it all. That is an emotional task. It's vague, it's heavy, and it's terrifying. It triggers the amygdala, the fear center of the brain.
It's Atlas holding up the sky. It paralyzes you.
Right. But run it. That's a functional task. It's a job description. A pilot runs a checklist. A surgeon runs a procedure. It shifts the brain from an emotional state, "I hope I don't fail," to a mechanical state. What's the next step?
So by telling him to run the offense, he's basically telling him, be a mechanic, not a savior.
Precisely. He is lowering the stakes. And when you lower the stakes, you lower the anxiety. When anxiety drops, performance goes up. It allowed Rashawn to stop trying to make the miracle play every single down.
Which usually leads to interceptions.
Usually leads to interceptions.
Yeah.
And instead just execute the play that was called.
It reminds me of that idea in business, don't try to be a visionary every day, just execute the Q3 plan.
It's exactly that. If you enter a high-stakes negotiation trying to save the company, you'll overplay your hand.
Good one,
If
man.
you go in just trying
That's
to
a good
run the
one.
meeting, you'll be clear-headed.
And we see the result in how Rashawn talks about his own game now. He's not talking about glory.
No. And the reporters noticed. They asked him how the offense is different with him under center. And Rashawn uses one word: calm.
Calm. In the middle of
Good one,
80,000
man.
screaming fans.
Which is exactly what that team needed.
He says, "I'm not trying to be perfect. I'm trying to be consistent. And when I mess up, I own it." And then he drops this line. That's how you earn a locker room.
Wow. That is maturity beyond his years.
Yeah.
In a chaotic environment, and a football field during a play is pure chaos.
Yeah.
The leader has to be the stabilizing force. If the quarterback panics, the offensive line
Another
panics.
solid day
If the
for
quarterback is
Rashawn.
calm, the team settles.
And the owning it part, is that just humility or is there a tactic there?
It's psychological safety. If the leader tries to blame the receiver or the coverage when he throws an interception, he loses respect instantly. He looks weak.
Yeah.
But if he stands up and says, "My bad, I'll get the next one," he builds trust. It shows he's secure enough to admit fault. And that allows everyone else to admit their mistakes too, which means they can actually fix them.
It's funny, you have this calm quarterback and then you have this fiery, intense coach.
The contrast is really striking, but they complement each other. The coach provides the heat and the standard, the quarterback provides the cool execution. It's a symbiotic relationship.
Speaking of heat, let's get to the spiciest moment of this press conference. The unlikable question. This is where things got really uncomfortable in the room.
This was the moment where the room went silent.
A reporter basically tells Vale to his face. Fans say you're too strict. They say your style pushes players away. I mean, ouch. That is a direct attack on his character.
It's a direct challenge to his whole methodology. They're basically asking, are you too mean to win in the modern era?
And Vale. He doesn't flinch. He doesn't apologize. He just leans into the mic and says, "I'm not here to be liked. I'm here to prepare young
I ain't gonna
men
lie,
for
we gotta move up
He is
to like
drawing a hard line.
and we
He's
get
making a distinction
5-star
between
D
being a
tackle
friend
Elijah
and being a
Fields
mentor.
to commit to
He
the
goes on to
program.
say, "Because Saturdays don't get easier, and life doesn't either." And then the kicker, "If discipline scares you, this probably isn't the place for you."
Wow, that is a recruiting pitch disguised as a warning. He's actively filtering people out.
Filtering out, shouldn't he be trying to get everyone he can?
Not everyone fits the culture. He's saying, I am not going to coddle you because the world won't coddle you. By stating this publicly, he ensures that the only recruits who sign up are the ones who want that discipline.
He saves himself the trouble of firing them later.
Exactly. It's interesting because we live in a
Also,
time where
five-star
comfort is so
corner
often
Ben
prioritized.
Westerman
We want
from
positive
Mississippi is
reinforcement.
also part
We
of this
want to be
class. That's
liked.
2 five-star
Vale
corners.
is old school in the sense that he believes friction creates growth.
Pressure makes diamonds. Right. That's the theme.
That's it. He believes that if he is too nice, if he lowers the standard just to be liked, he is actually failing his players. He's sending them out unprepared for the reality of competition in life.
And you said the room went silent after that answer.
Dead silent. Because it's rare to hear someone reject the need for social approval so blatantly. We are social creatures.
And then
We wanna be
5-star
liked.
running back.
For a
Oh
public
my
figure to
goodness.
just say your like or dislike
This recruiting
of me
class
is
goofy,
irrelevant
man.
to
This
my
is
mission
goofy.
is jarring.
Yeah.
But it commands respect. Even if you hate him, you respect the conviction.
So we have the philosophy, we have the quarterback, we have the standard. The press conference ends with one final question about the future. Is there still a quarterback controversy? Is the door open for the old starter to come back?
And this is where the unity of the team really shows.
Vale looks at Rashawn and says, there's no doubt in that locker room, and that's the only opinion that matters.
He's closing the ranks. He is telling the media, you can speculate all you want, you can write your columns, but inside these walls, we know who we are.
And then Rashawn, quiet but confident, gets the last word. He just says, I'm just getting started.
Which is terrifying for the rest of the league, honestly.
Right. So what we're seeing here, and what I think is so cool about dissecting this transcript, is that the noise on the outside literally doesn't match the reality on the inside.
The symbiotic relationship is clear. The strict, unbending coach found the calm, consistent quarterback. One creates the structure, the other executes within it.
It really makes you think about how we judge success from the outside. We look at the drama, the tweets, the headlines. We think the sky is falling.
But inside the warpath, it's just about standards. And that's what Florida State has found. They didn't find their identity through rankings. They found it through this friction, through the suspension, through the criticism.
It's leadership that refuses to flinch.
Exactly. And for anyone listening, whether you're leading a team, managing a project, or just trying to get through a tough week, there's a lesson here. Pressure doesn't break you. It reveals you.
That's the takeaway. When the heat gets turned up, what comes out? Do you crumble or do you clarify?
And Vale and Slaughter have clarified.
Yeah.
They know exactly who they are.
I want to leave you with a thought to mull over today. We live in a world that is obsessed with being liked. We count likes, we seek approval, we want to be popular. But look at Marcus Vale. Look at the results. Is his approach prioritizing respect and unbending standards over popularity? Is that actually the only way to build something that lasts?
It's a question worth asking. Comfort is nice, but comfort rarely wins championships.
And on that note, we're signing off. Thanks for going inside the room with us.
Until next time.
You said,
Stay
would I have
curious,
the
everyone.
input to have this conversation? Let me see if I can show you. Let me see if I can show you. Oh man, bro, this recruiting class is goofy. I'm not gonna lie, man. This class is goofy. So let's see, what did I X here? All right, let me show you. I'll show you exactly what I did, y'all. For this one. Can you make a press conference for Marcus Vale and starting quarterback Rashawn with questions and their answers? I will put this into a podcast, make it spicy, so we can learn more about these two people. And then it literally dropped questions and answers. And then I came down here and I was like, make a post. I wanted to make it more of a, so I get input into Notebook LM. And then it gave me this, and then I put this into Notebook. All right, let's see. So we're going at the Frank here. We could kind of scout some of these guys now. We got a lot of hours. We have a lot of hours. I was looking for a tight end, so I was looking for a bigger receiver that we could one day move to tight end. And oh man, gadget receiver, top 100 player. He's on the under recruited side. We gotta shoot our shot here. He's a gym player. Does Notebook automatically do the voices? Yeah, I think you could change the voices though. Like sometimes they give me different voices, but they usually always give me a boy and girl. But sometimes they give me different voices. I'm sure if you ask for a certain voice, they'll give it to you. Okay, we'll definitely try and get into the mix for this recruitment. It could be a future running back for us. But like I said, I wanted to get a. I'm struggling to find a tight end in this class. Buddy locked us out. So yeah, I'm struggling to find a tight end, and we need a few tight ends. It said we need 3 tight ends, I think, if we look at the team needs. We also moved up to a number 2 team in the nation. So yeah, say we need 2 tight ends. Still a good amount 4-star players that's out there. Yeah, there's no more tight ends we could talk to. Still some old linemen out there. All right, so the quarterback Chip, they got him on a visit week 13, but I don't think he makes it that long. I think he commits before week 13, so we might be good there. If he makes it to Miami, we're in trouble. Got our 3 running back commits, which is very, very good. 2 5-stars, 1 5-star gym, and then a 4-star elusive bruiser, who I thought looked pretty solid. Hey Jay, what's up, bro? How you feeling, my guy? Got our 2 receiver commits. Burton, who probably will be a day 1 guy for us next year. And then Clayton, who has the elite speed, and his attributes just look good across the board. Like, he just looks solid. 6'4" guy with that speed. Acceleration kind of low. Then I'm trying to get Frank to play safety for us. Jamal here. Like I said, I need a tight end. So maybe I truly pursue one of these guys and move the tight end. Or maybe Burton plays tight end as a 5-star. So all good. Been watching the AI Dynasty? Hey, man. Hey, man. Having a ball with it. I'm glad that a lot of people liking it. Daquan. we get Daquan, 6'5" guy. He can move the tight end. Who I'd rather have here? I think you. Okay, so we'll go after you, 6'4", with the thought process to put him at tight end one day. All right, so going after you. Goes on a visit week 13. Not sure if he even makes it that far. James Freeman, we could put 50 hours here. Little John, we put 50 hours here. Athlete center, we could scout. Emmanuel, 5-star. We going at a bunch of 5-stars on this D-line. So Carl was on a visit. He did not commit on the visit. It was an 8 out of 10 visit for him. He did not commit though. And now he goes to USC. He's at USC right now. That's not good for us. USC is in 3rd in this recruitment, but we needed him to commit while he was on campus. You can't let him leave Florida without committing. He's from Portland, Oregon. Ah, man, that's going to be a tough one to win. All right. We'll have a chance. We'll have a chance there. If we don't get him, it's not the end of the world. We already have a couple good D lineman commits, and we're still going after Randy Good. We don't have Randy scouted. Let's scout him. So Randy is also an edge setter. Looks solid. Looks pretty solid. D tackle, Kevin, you could now be hard sold. That coach stability is going to hurt us, but apparently that's because I didn't resign my coaches. All right. So got his hard sell on. I saw linebacker. Okay, he came on a visit, did not commit, man. What's up with these guys coming on a visit and getting very close to committing, but we just can't seal the deal. We cannot seal the deal for some of these guys, man. So luckily he don't have another visit scheduled, but I feel like this is going to go to a recruiting battle, and that's going to be one I don't think we win. Alabama, they got the 2 5-tier pipelines, but their coach build is probably just better at recruiting than ours. So that's not a recruitment we're going to be looking great for. Now this is another one that might go to a battle, but we should win because we're kind of gaining the same amount of influence as Miami. So we should get the middle linebacker. And then should get this athlete thumper who will play safety on this team. He'll be a 240-pound safety, but with that speed and acceleration, we could work with that. We could work with that. And we get our other corner, so we're done with the cornerbacks. Kevin Duke, obviously lost out on him. Conference prestige and championship contender. What's that last thing going to be? Staying close to home. And it's between 2 options. That's going to be a double soft sell. Double soft sell. So let's hear what the folks over at the pod got to say about that last game, and then also talk a little bit about our recruiting and just how much money did this FSU team spend. Like, I mean, we're talking about the number 2 class in the nation with 8 5-star commits. Georgia going crazy also, but 8 5-star commits in 2027 in the era NIL, that is goofy. That is goofy. Let's unpack it.
Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today, we are looking at a story that honestly feels less like a traditional sports analysis.
Right.
And more like a script for succession if it were set in a locker room.
It really does have that vibe, doesn't it?
Yeah. We're talking high finance, corporate restructuring, and the kind of ruthless efficiency you see in a boardroom, not on a football field.
It's exactly that. It was where the raw emotion of college football just crashes headfirst into the cold, hard reality of the balance sheet.
Exactly. We're unpacking a stack of research on Florida State University, specifically a report titled Bought In. And the headline here isn't just FSU is good at football again.
Oh, no.
The headline is how they got there. We're going to talk about a strategy that involves a war chest of nearly $10 million, a wage gap between teammates that would make a union rep scream, and a culture that somehow keeps the whole thing from blowing up.
And to really understand why this is so revolutionary, you have to look at where they started. Because when Coach Marcus Vale took over, the narrative wasn't about championships.
No.
It was damage control.
They were deep in the wilderness. I remember those seasons. It felt like the magic had just completely evaporated.
Vale inherited what we might call a massive reputation problem. And it's important to see that it's different from a talent problem.
Right, it's Florida.
It's Florida.
Yeah.
You can trip over 5-star recruits on your way to the grocery store. Access to athletes was not the issue.
So what was it?
The issue was belief. Elite recruits. They just stopped believing that Tallahassee was the place where their NFL dreams would come from.
Which is basically a death sentence in modern college football.
Yeah.
Recruiting is a pipeline business.
It is.
If that pipeline dries up, you don't just have a bad year, you have a bad decade.
Precisely. So Vale had a choice. He could try to rebuild the old-fashioned way, slowly, brick by brick, preaching tradition and family,
The old playbook.
and hoping kids would buy into the history. Or he could do something bold. And according to these sources, he chose bold. He didn't fight the chaos of the modern NIL era.
Name, image, and likeness.
He embraced it aggressively.
Embraced it feels like an understatement based on these numbers. It looks more like he weaponized it.
It does.
But before we get to the dollar figures, which are frankly staggering,
Yeah.
I want to clear up a misconception. When we hear NIL war chest, I think the average fan just imagines, what, a booster dropping a duffel bag of cash on a recruit's porch.
That's the Wild West image for sure. And honestly, at some schools, that might not be far from the truth.
Right.
But the source material really emphasizes that FSU's approach is totally different. If you just throw cash around without a plan, you don't get wins. You get mercenaries. You get chaos.
So walk us through the mechanics here. If it's not a duffel bag, what is it?
They built what the source calls structured money.
That's treasure money.
This is a coordinated effort. It's boosters and these things called collectives. Now, for those who don't know, a collective is basically an independent company.
Set up by boosters.
Exactly. Its whole purpose is to pool money and funnel it to players legally in exchange for services.
So the school isn't writing the check.
Yep.
A third-party company is.
Correct.
This is where
And FSU's
Javon went,
collective
man.
Didn't just hand out
He was the
money for
receiver on his
existing.
FSU team
They
last
created
year.
contracts with
He transferred
very
to Kyle.
specific strings attached. It's almost corporate.
What kind of strings?
The contracts are tied to deliverables. We're talking on-field production, leadership standards, academic benchmarks, brand appearances.
Wait, so it's literally a job description. You don't just get paid, you have KPIs.
Exactly right. It professionalized the whole recruiting conversation. Before, a coach sits in a living room and pitches tradition
And family?
and family, right?
Yeah.
Now, FSU is pitching a business transaction. They're saying, we aren't just offering you a scholarship, we are offering you a career path with clear financial incentives.
That's a fascinating psychological shift for a 17-year-old. Treats them like adults immediately.
And that structure signaled that the program was serious. But, and this is where the deep dive gets really interesting, when you start treating players like professionals.
You get professional problems.
You get professional problems, specifically salary caps and pay disparities.
Oh, I know where you're going with this. The elephant in the room, as the source calls it. The uncomfortable truth of locker room finances.
It is the perfect example of the NIL paradox. And it all centers on the quarterback room.
This was the part of the research that made my jaw drop. We have to talk about this.
NCAA Blue, appreciate that follow.
Completely backwards.
Okay, so you have two quarterbacks. On one side, you have Brock Glenn. He's the backup. He's young, he's talented, but he is mostly holding a clipboard on Saturdays.
Okay.
According to the source, he signed an NIL deal worth $2 million.
$2 million. To stand on the sideline and wear a headset.
It's one of the richest deals in the entire ACC.
Wow.
And then you have the starter, the guy actually leading the team, taking the hits, Rashawn Slaughter. His deal,
Let me guess. More.
$500,000.
That is insane.
Yeah.
The guy watching the game is making 4 times as much as the guy playing the game. I mean, think about that in an office. If I found out the guy sitting next to me doing a quarter of my work was making quadruple my salary, I'm not just mad. I'm flipping a desk.
It's a completely natural reaction, but you have to look at the economics of why this happened. This is the unique distortion of college football right now.
What is it?
In the NIL era, the market pays for potential, not necessarily current production.
So it's speculation. Like buying a stock IPO versus buying a blue chip.
Exactly. Brock Glenn's deal was likely signed when he was coming out of high school. It was built off hype, his recruiting ranking, his ceiling.
The potential.
The boosters paid $2 million for what they hoped he would become. It was a bidding war to get him on campus.
And Rashawn Slaughter.
Slaughter was a prove-it guy. He earned his money after the season began. He just didn't have that same hype machine behind him.
So his market value was lower when the deal was
So just
Much.
so y'all hearing that right, quarterback Brock Glenn, who's now on the bench, he's getting $2 million to now be a guy that's no longer even with the program. And the reason he ended up getting that much in NIL is because we didn't have a quarterback. I mean, we thought we needed Brock at least to be quarterback one, so we re-signed him for that. And then we brought in Rashawn as a backup quarterback in the offseason, so that's kind of what a backup quarterback is going for, $500K.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yards.
It's just so ironic, isn't it? The sure thing cost $2 million and sat on the bench. The bargain bin guy cost $500,000 and became the star.
It happens in the NFL too, but usually not this drastically. And this is where the culture part comes in.
Right.
Because Rashawn Slaughter could have easily torched that locker room. He could have gone to the media, demanded more money.
Threatened to transfer. We see guys enter the portal for a raise all the time now.
But he didn't. He just kept winning.
You said Slaughter's a freshman. Yeah, Brock Glenn is a redshirt senior, so he's been around for 5 years, so veteran guy. And we brought in Slaughter, like I said, just a young guy with some potential. He said, do you see yourself, maybe, butting heads with faculty? Maybe. We'll see. I don't know where the story is going to go, man. What is Rashawn deal breaker? Playing time is his deal breaker, man. He cares about just being on the field. That's his deal breaker.
That brings us to the core philosophy that Coach Marcus Vale instilled to keep this whole thing from imploding.
Okay.
He had a very clear message for the team, and I think this is the secret sauce. He told them, and I'm quoting here, NIL doesn't decide depth charts. Football does.
NIL doesn't decide depth charts. Wow. That is a powerful line. But let's be real. It's also a terrifyingly risky stance for a coach to take.
A massive high wire act.
Because you're basically telling the boosters, the people who control your job security, hey, thanks for the $2 million, but I'm not going to play your guy.
It is. If Vale plays the expensive guy just to justify the investment, he loses the locker room. The players have eyes. They know who the best QB is.
But if he plays the cheap guy, he risks annoying the money men.
Exactly. But by playing Slaughter, the better player, he proved that the game still matters most. It's the safety valve.
It tells the team.
It tells the team, get your money, that's fine. But once you step on this grass, the money doesn't help you throw a spiral. It doesn't help you read a defense.
I love that. It separates the business from the sport, even though they're so linked.
Inextricably.
But speaking of business, we've talked about the current roster. Let's talk about the future. Because if you thought the $2 million backup was a lot,
oh yeah,
the recruiting numbers for the incoming class are just explosive.
This is where we see the scale of the whole operation. The source indicates that by mid-season, the recruiting board just lit up.
So what's the total?
We were talking about a total class NIL value of approximately $9.8 million.
Yearly $10 million. For one class of high school kids, that's a small corporation's annual revenue.
It puts them at the second highest class in the nation. It's a massive injection of capital. And what's interesting is how they spent it.
So portfolio approach.
That's a great way to put it. It's not just dumping money on one superstar and hoping for the best.
Okay, so let's run through the portfolio. Who's the headliner?
At the very top, you have Deontay Osborne. He's listed as an athlete.
That means he's so good, they'll just figure out where to put him later.
Exactly. Number 5 player in the nation. His price tag, $1.25 million.
So that's your marquee signing, the billboard on I-10.
Then you have Ty Burden, a wide receiver, $1.1 million. That tells you they want immediate offensive firepower.
You don't pay a receiver $1 million to develop for 3 years?
You pay him to catch touchdowns in September.
Okay, but then you go down the list, and this is the one that really caught my eye. Elijah Fields, a defensive tackle.
The interior wrecking ball.
Right, and he's getting $850,000. To the casual fan, defensive tackle isn't a glamour position. Why is a guy who plays in the mud getting nearly $1 million?
Because in the ACC and the SEC, that is where you win football games, period.
In the trenches.
If you can't stop the run, you lose. You can have all the fancy receivers you want, but if your D-line gets pushed around, you will not win a championship. Paying that much shows they get it.
And speaking of premium assets, you have a cornerback, Ben Westerman, at $750,000.
SEC level speed, that's the quote. Speed is the most expensive commodity in football. You can teach technique, but you cannot teach.
There we go,
a
man.
4.340.
You have
These
to
boys
buy
putting
that.
up some
You have to buy
resistance,
it.
ain't
It's
they?
interesting you use that word buy.
Okay.
Sounds cold, but it's really strategic. You're buying traits you can't coach.
Yeah.
But it's not just the $1 million guys, right? The source lists a whole tier of players they call gems.
This is critical. You can't have a team of 85 millionaires. The budget just doesn't work. You need the middle class. So you have guys getting deals in the range of 250 to 325.
Which, let's be real, is still a life-changing amount of money for a college kid. $250,000. I was eating ramen in college.
Oh, absolutely. It's significant wealth. But in the context of the team payroll, these are your developmental pieces. And the source argues that while the numbers are high, they aren't just buying stars.
They're buying belief. What does that mean?
Every dollar spent communicates to the roster, we are building something elite. When a recruit sees FSU spending $10 million on a class, they know they aren't coming to a rebuilding project.
They're coming to a superpower.
It becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. The investment proves the commitment, so the money is a marketing tool as much as it is a salary.
Okay, so we have the strategy, we have the internal conflict, and we have the war chest. But like they say, all of that is just spreadsheets until you actually play.
That's right. You can win the offseason and still go 4-8. We've seen teams do that.
And the source points to one specific game where this all came together, the proof of concept.
The Pittsburgh game, that was the litmus test. And to understand why, you have to understand Pitt. They aren't flashy, they're gritty, physical.
Right, this wasn't supposed to be a blowout. Pitt came into Doak Campbell confident. If FSU was just a collection of mercenaries, a team like Pitt should have been able to bully them.
That was the narrative, right? FSU's soft, they're just paid athletes. The expectation was a dogfight,
But that is not what
but
happened.
not even close.
The source describes the game not as flashy, but as violent. FSU didn't just win, they physically dismantled Pitt, 47-28.
And the key differentiator wasn't scheme. It wasn't luck. It was raw athletic superiority. The source says, and this is key, Pitt wasn't losing because of mistakes. They were losing because FSU was faster everywhere.
That's the SEC level speed and the interior wrecking ball money showing up on the field.
That's exactly it. That $9.8 million war chest, it buys you a level of athleticism that a standard program just cannot cope with for 60 minutes.
You might hang for a quarter.
Maybe a half, but eventually the speed just overwhelms you.
So let's look at the ROI, the return on investment. Rashawn Slaughter, our $500,000 bargain starter. How'd he look?
Surgical. 226 passing yards, 3 touchdowns. The source says he had complete command, just of control.
I just love the irony. The guy making a quarter of the backup salary is the one looking like $1 million. It validates Vale's entire philosophy.
It proves the meritocracy works. And then you had Joe Jackson running the ball 119 yards and a touchdown. The source has a great line about him. Every carry felt personal.
That doesn't sound like a mercenary to me. That sounds like a guy playing with a chip on his shoulder.
And on defense, John Henry, 1.5 sacks, constant pressure. The Pitt QB never had a chance to settle in.
Because those expensive trench players were in his face all night.
All night.
But the visual that really stuck with me from the source happened in the fourth quarter. Game is over. FSU was up big.
Yes, the sideline scene.
The starters are on the sidelines celebrating, and the camera pans up to the stands. Who's there?
The recruits. The guys from that $10 million class. Deontay Osborne, Ty Burden, all of them. Sitting there, watching.
It's the perfect sales pitch, isn't it? Better than any PowerPoint. Look at what we are doing, and next year, this is your stage.
It creates a cycle. The money brings the talent brings the wins bring the atmosphere.
And the atmosphere closes the deal for the next wave. It's a flywheel. Once it starts spinning, it's hard to stop.
And that brings us to the big conclusion here. What does this mean for the rest of college football? Because a lot of schools are struggling with NIL.
Yeah, they're complaining about it, or doing it shadily, or just getting priced out.
Right. Most schools are in the survival phase. They're just trying to keep their head above water. The source argues that FSU has moved past survival. They are mastering it.
They've turned it into a weapon.
They have. They proved that money can coexist with culture if, and this is the big if, it is managed correctly. Having a $2 million backup and a $500,000 starter, and the team isn't falling apart, that's a massive achievement.
It goes back to that Marcus Vale quote.
Money opens the door.
It's a dot, man. I was about to run.
That's the
No,
mantra.
step up in the
You
pocket
need the
and
money
find
to
it.
open the door for the top guys.
Good work.
But once they're
Good
in the
work, Rashawn.
building, it's the discipline that keeps the team together.
It's a fascinating case study. You know, the source material is titled Bought In. And usually in sports, when you say a team is bought, it's an insult.
Right. The best team money can buy. It implies they didn't earn it.
Exactly. But here, bought in has a double meaning. Yes, they are literally bought in, there's big money changing hands, but they are also emotionally bought into the culture.
And that combination is terrifying for the rest of the ACC.
It really makes you wonder, though, is this sustainable?
My dog
Can
Whitmore,
everyone do
man.
this? Or is FSU
14-0
just
here.
creating a gap that no one else can cross?
That's the lingering question. If Florida State has cracked the code on how to monetize potential while still rewarding performance and doing it without destroying team chemistry, is everyone else already too far behind to catch up?
That is a scary thought for everyone not wearing garnet and gold. You look at that $10 million class coming in and you realize this isn't a one-year spike. This is the new baseline.
It is. Because once a machine like this gets rolling, it's very, very hard to stop.
Well, there you have it. The Florida State Revolution. A mix of high finance, high stakes, and high speed. It forces you to rethink what makes a winning team in 2026.
It absolutely does.
So here's the question for you to chew on. If you were running a team, who would you pick? The guy with the hype or the guy who's already grinding out wins? The market says pay the hype. The scoreboard says play the grinder. FSU decided to do both.
And that might just be the winning formula.
Thanks for listening to this deep dive.
So-
We'll catch you on the next one.
Take care.
Around 10 million has been invested into this high school recruiting class. And I mean, that's how we're sitting at, oh my goodness, we're sitting at 16 commits, 8 5-stars, 8 4-star commits, and counting. This class is definitely not over. Definitely not over when it comes to recruiting. Hey, NCAA, you still here, bro? NCAA Blue, you still here? I see your question, but we was listening to the podcast. If you still here, I'll answer it.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much.
Let's see here. Let's see here.
Because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique.
There go. That ain't working. Hey, Kyle is pitting up a fight, man. Them boys pitting up a fight somehow, some way.
Defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life
They
so
playing pretty well.
difficult. Their pass rush, they bring him
All
down
things
there.
considered, like we've been cooking some teams, and we kind of struggled here a few drives to score.
And this ain't gonna change unless this
I'll take it to the 2 minutes. They're trying to make this the last possession of the half, which is pretty smart decision.
Cut into this lead before halftime. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Trying play action.
That's open, and they found it.
Got him downfield.
Be 3rd and 1.
Knocked off his feet.
And a nice job
See what they
working
do
the
here.
field.
What's in the blitz?
So important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job.
Good work, man. Good work. Tackle in the backfield. KJ Kirkland with the tackle. Timeout.
Send out the kicker to
Give us a little bit of time to score before half. I should have called it before they ran the clock down, but
make sure that they have everything.
there's a little bit of time here before half.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try.
And this is going to be wide left. College kickers, they do miss, man. They do miss. You don't see it too often in this game, but he pushes it wide left. Okay. I was not expecting that, man. I don't remember the last time a college or one of these kickers missed. Andrew Redwine is his name.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Opening snap of this drive comes from the
Let's
31
see.
yard
We'll go
line.
pass here, and that's wide open. Need a good enough ball, and he drops it. Our backup tight end Chase with a big time drop. Hey, get out the game, bro. I'm be honest, get out the game. You don't get out the game, bro. You done for the day, man. Get Dante Morgan and the 4-star elite development true freshman. Get him in the game, man. Chase, you dropping wide open, bro.
To make that catch.
Move around.
Well, the defense got really lucky.
Where is our starting tight end? Like, is he hurt?
There is no way that receiver
Like, yeah, he got to be hurt because Morgan is in. Yeah, our starting tight end is. I don't know what's up with Buddy. Apparently, he's not playing.
He's got him.
It's a nice job
We're gonna hurry up here.
by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he
Watch the
didn't
game lets you know when
play
your player's hurt.
he actually
Like,
attacked
I swear I did not see it pop up that he was injured for this. He got injured this game. And Morgan dropping balls also. Man, where is the starting tight end? Where is he at? Tight end 1. Tayshawn is the name. No injury reports. Okay.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood.
I love when they do that, man. I feel like they've been doing that since last year, man. Like, if he has wear and tear or anything, like, it should be obvious that he's not why he's not playing.
Hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half.
Pressure. That's gonna be John Walker with the sag, and that should take it to half. Yeah, they'll take this thing to half.
They'll get one more snap off.
And they might not be mad at this halftime score here, man. Like, I understand that they're down 14, but this could be way worse for this Kyle team. This could be way worse. And if there wasn't for that missed field goal, I mean, we're talking about 14-3. We got to run the ball a little bit more here.
And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency.
They talking about Diego Pavia is on 5'9". Y'all seen that? Apparently he was listed at 6 foot, but at the Senior Bowl he measured out 5'9". Man, people hate bro. They hate Diego, man. They hate Diego, and they hate Carson Beck. And they get the ball here.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Devon Keys. Oh my goodness, my safety got absolutely demolished. Looks like it's going to come back on the hold.
If they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical.
Safety got demolished.
Question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half.
Not a great start to this second half for this team. They go to the running back. That was my man I was supposed to be covering. 8-yard pickup.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it.
Okay. Nope. We all over. That's Devon Patterson, the senior. He's a box specialist safety, but he has coverage ability. He's definitely more than a box specialist. If anything, I would consider him a hybrid. But everything looks bagged up. Oh my goodness. I thought he was. We could have had that pick, but he also could have ran it up the middle and maybe picked it up.
The Golden Bears will punt it away on 4th down.
But they'll have to punt here. Creed, nothing there. It's a good punt. Start off with the run here.
Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. Squirts across the 30 to the 32. A pickup of 5.
And defensively,
Let's
one of the most important
go.
things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy
Go
for
with
this
the
offense.
pass.
You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster.
That's Morgan, the true freshman. Yeah, I'd start in tight end. I don't know, bro.
He almost picked up the first down on that.
What be going on?
Just a little bit short.
What be going on? They're stacking the hell out the box. All right. We'll go pass here. Creed, get open. He's open. He's open. With space to run here. We'll get back on that ball. Get back on that ball. Like what I saw there.
The Seminoles moving quickly to the line. Looking downfield on
It's wide open. Horrible pass, man. Horrible. Give him a chance. It's absolutely wide open. Give him a chance, man. Cool RPO here. We'll run it. Make a good run. 10-yard pickup, first down.
on the move down to the 32, and they
Now the offense looking a little bit better here.
Have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on first down.
It's going to be Dallas Wilson wide open. Glad I found him. I was looking to go to Morgan down the field, take a shot, but there's no reason to take a shot. He's a 68 overall tight end. There's no reason to throw a jump ball to him, especially when you got your best receiver wide open. Wide open touchdown. Joe Jackson. I don't know what coverage they was in, but that ain't it. That ain't it. Texas route on the running back is always going to hit. 21-0. We taking care of business against a team we're much better than. Much better than this roster. Put up one more score here. If we go 4 scores, we'll get the backups involved. I'm making the emphasis to try to get Joey Flowers in the game. I really don't want him to transfer. That's the 5-star we brought in.
Understanding what he's seeing and just destroying this defense.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here. You do at least apply a little.
I'll go run here.
It's true. I think for them to get back
Couple broken tackles.
now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Go run. Once again. Hey, running back playing pretty well, man. He's breaking some tackles. As I say that, he's hurt. Grabbing his right hip. As soon as I say that.
Take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it on first down from the 35.
Let's see here. Now running with the backup.
From the shotgun.
We got 3.
Just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast.
5 wide here.
Stick your foot in the ground.
Let's get in the zone. I don't like my linebacker matched up against a receiver, a slot receiver. That's not a good matchup for us.
Just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too.
3rd and 1 here. Let's see what we got.
So I like the idea on offense of
We in the backfield. Great RPO. And it's going to be off to the races. Unless Devon Keys, our starting middle linebacker, chase down their receiver. J.C. Lowe, true freshman, physical route runner, got chased down by a linebacker. To be fair, Keys is pretty fast, but you got to unhook the trailer. Well, that'll work to our benefit. Nothing's open here. He's going to try to run, and Keys wasn't fast enough that time. And he gets down to the 1-yard line. That was a nice spin move. Jaden is their quarterback name. I know they trying to fight back. I respect that, man. I respect that. Let's go goal line, man. Let's go goal line.
That has the ability to go get that guy when he takes off in situations like this.
And they still get in without getting touched. 21-7 here.
Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. An 84-yard drive there.
Looks like the backups won't get in for this one. So I think we're done recruiting though, like as far as high school recruiting. If we keep recruiting, we're gonna fill up our whole entire class with high school kids, and we won't be able to get any transfers. So I think that's unfortunate because they gotta increase it from 35 next year, man. Especially with the scholarship number going up to 105. They got to increase it next year.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense.
So you playing
In between the
25?
tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got
Transfer to
some
Army.
speed.
Oh, man.
Wants to go up top on first down.
Bro, okay. I thought he dropped it.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to
I was thinking about going back and playing 25, man. I was thinking about going back and playing it.
Nice job by the D.
Just to see, because I was talking to somebody recently and they were saying, hey, 25 is so much better than 26. And this is a person that played 26. And I'm like, I just disagree. Ole Miss ranked number 3. Okay. We move up to number 2. It's between us and Michigan. And, you know, Michigan is the number 1 team, and that's the team that beat us. But yeah, somebody was just saying, yeah, 25 is so much better than 26. It's a conversation I'm having with somebody like in real life, in person. And I'm like, bro, what is better? Ain't nothing better than 25. Drop pass for my star receiver. I'm like, I'm not saying 26 is perfect, but I'm like, ain't nothing better.
And really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Play action here. Ooh, nothing's open.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away.
So motion blocking was better.
Loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Just keep slinging.
Oh, he won. Give us a good ball. That's a touchdown. Oh my goodness, catch the ball, man. Catch the ball. That's a good pass, man. So are our receivers today, man. Receivers, tight ends. Them boys not hooping today, man. The only thing that looked better is the portal players being open. Yeah, the portal overall is just better than 26. I'm not saying like 26 is miles ahead. I'm not telling anyone to go buy 26 if they don't have it. I wouldn't say that. But my homie was literally trying to convince me that 25 was a better game. I'm like, bro. Yeah, you could point at some things that they might have done better. I probably would disagree. That gotta be a pick. And it is pick. Devon Keys, catch one. Finally, man. That feel like our first user pick of the series. Like, damn. Every time we had a chance at a user pick, we dropped it. Finally catch one. And we make Jaden our quarterback pay. Finally, man.
How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Okay, thank you, Creed, for catching something. Like, damn, work with me now.
And the Seminoles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire.
Give us a good ball. Go get it. Go get it, Creed. Go get it, Creed. Show your worth, man. Great ball from the quarterback, Rashawn Slaughter. Right in the bread basket. Come on, man. Let's get one more look. Perfect throw, clean pocket. Right in the bread basket. And he finally catch one. Oh, he's at 126 yards, so he's having a good day.
I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
So you think it'd be better to drop a games like every 2 years? I don't know, man. I don't know because I don't know. That could be. I would still prefer every year. I personally would prefer every year. But I do feel like this game was kind of rushed, especially with all the issues at the start of the year. Like this game felt rushed. John Henry with the pressure, and he gets home. First sack of the day for John. I think that is going to be his maybe 5th, 6th sack on the whole season. He's starting to pick up a little bit. He had 1.5 sacks last week, so he's starting to pick it up. But
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly to the tight end.
like I said, I feel like the start of this year they kind of rushed the game. I think it was clear some stuff wasn't really thought out. Like the archetypes didn't all make sense. They added so many archetypes. And I don't know if we need that many. That's my pick. No way, bro. He threw it at me. He threw it at me. But yeah, they added so many archetypes, changed so many archetypes, and it was clear that abilities didn't make sense for a lot of them. And some of the abilities still don't make sense. Like the vertical threat tight end can never get the takeoff ability. It's like why is that even in his wheelhouse if he can't even get it? So or like I think the elusive bruiser can never get. You know, is the East-West playmaker? I think it's the East-West playmaker can never get armbar. So it's some stuff that just don't, that I felt like was rushed and they had to fix. Like the position changes, they had to fix that because that was rushed. So if they did do every 2 years, they could drop a more complete product. But I don't want to wait that long. I don't want to wait every 2 years. But say they did do it every 2 years, right? Let's just say they did do it every 2 years. Well, the position or the roster update that they would have dropped right now. Ooh, get out and run then, Rayshawn. Okay. Step in the pocket one time. Just think about the roster update that would be dropping right now after the transfer portal. With all the different players moving around, it would feel like a brand new game at least, because you have coaches moving around. Wow, that could have been picked. You have coaches moving around, you have players moving around, and they would have to update the rosters mid-year or like after the transfer portal. I think that would be pretty cool because now at this point, like the game is, I don't want to say it's on the downhill just because the football season just ended. And less people going to play this game for the remainder of the year. But if you drop this roster update mid-year with all the transfers, a lot of people going to come back and play. You think next year they let us make two-way players? I think so, man. I think there's no way they don't. There's no way we don't get two-way players. Creed is balling, man. Creed is balling. Down to the 2-yard line. One of our O-linemen hurt. Creed almost at 150. Creed is almost at 150. Can we get the freshman a touchdown? Get the true freshman a touchdown, man. Get him a touchdown. Morgan, good work.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense.
So you'll like to see more dynamic abilities.
Everything has been working.
Late Gramps Hill return. Yeah, I would like to see I would like to see archetypes change.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
I would like to see like dynamic archetypes. For example, in 2K, you know, you could change your player to change his archetype name. So like you could pick cap breakers on him and it'll change his archetype. Well, what if we just, your player start off maybe out of high school, let's say he's a pocket passing quarterback. Well, if you increase his speed enough, he'll then turn to a dual threat and it'll just automatically change his archetype name. I think that could be a cool addition. Or if you bring in a dual threat and you only focus on the pocket passing abilities, then he'll turn to just a pocket passing quarterback. I think that'd be a pretty cool system. Instead of like I want him to be a pocket passer, but now I got to upgrade the pocket passing, and then I got to change his position to get it to say what I want, to get the abilities I want.
Plenty of work to do. second and long.
Yeah, 25 should have had the two-way players added. Hey, come on, D'Angelo Boyd. Come on. Come on. Keep balling. There's no way we get a lot of things. Yeah. I think we'll I think next year game will be better than this year game. And that's all that matters, in my opinion. If they keep just moving forward, like 2K, I always bring up 2K. I play that game a lot. 2K will drop. They'll drop a bad game 3 years in a row, and then they'll finally get a good one. And then they'll go back to 3 bad games in a row. As long as we don't get that.
No stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too.
It's going to be GG's. GG's.
Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
GG's.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point.
All right, perfect, man. Just an overall pretty good game for the team, man. Overall pretty good game. I don't think anyone played crazy. I think Rayshon Slaughter ended up having 4 or 5 touchdowns, throwing touchdowns. But yeah, I mean, we just was consistently okay. Offense didn't look crazy, even though we had 35. Offense didn't look crazy today.
You know you have a team outclassed. The ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really
Offense
impressive.
did not look
It's
crazy.
almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was now.
Them boys is bad. They 0-6 in the conference.
Great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Joe Jackson did his thing. Even Morgan with a touchdown. All right, man. Let's keep working. Let's keep working. We got some coach points we could use at some point. We get another commit. Will linebacker Vince from Florida commits. Perfect. Perfect. That was a recruitment. I wasn't sure who was going to win. You see, Alabama was very close in that one. We go back. We move up to number 1. How do we move up to the number 1 team in the nation? How do we jump up? Creed Whitmore with ACC Player of the Week. How do we move up to the number 1 team? Let's see. Michigan loses to Michigan State. We'll take that. We'll take that. We'll take that. Could look at the college football playoff bracket now. So Michigan drops all the way down to number 10. So if they lose another game, they're out the playoff hunt. You got Tulane up here. Get the group of five teams out the playoffs, man. Akron up here. These teams, group of 5 teams, they don't have no chance, bro. They don't be having no chance at all. You got SMU up here with 2 losses, which is interesting. All right, let's see. So we could do a little bit with recruiting here, but not much we need to do. Oh, they got St. Clair. That's why SMU is doing so good. Can you see a Dave Chappell type exit for someone at the top of his game like Vale? I don't know, man. He said number 2 Ole Miss about to play number 3 Bama. That's a good catch. I did not realize that. That's a good catch. I wish there was a way like to look at some of those games without like taking over the team and all that. But I don't know. We'll see how this year goes, and we'll see how everything. We'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. What week are we in? So week 13, he goes to Miami. We're in week 12, so that's next week. Yikes. Okay. So he's going to end up going on that visit. He doesn't commit before that. Damn. Need Miami to lose week 13 game. Let's see. So you locked us out. We was trying to go after the gym gadget, but we took too long. I don't think we'll have a chance. Yeah, can't schedule a visit. Yeah. And he's from, we have no pipeline boost. We don't have a chance. Get out. We have a chance. And stay, kid. This is the guy that, this is the guy I want to pit at corner. Or safety, actually. I want to put him at safety. So week 13, he should commit. Okay, he'll commit next week. Well, still a kid from Texas. Patrick. Looks pretty good. James, going to try again his recruitment. Let's see. Okay, we can work with that. Little John. The center. We don't need to bring in all those guys. I like to bring in one of them. Carl, oh man, I was a little bit nervous it'll come to this, and I don't know if we win this, man. I don't know if we win this. It looks like in my opinion, it looks like they're gonna chase us down. It looks like they're getting a little bit more influence than us. Maybe we do end up winning it. We'll see. It's gonna be close. We're doing all we can. Good is going to be a recruitment that goes all the way to the offseason. I think that one's going to go to the transfer portal, period. Kevin Hidd, we should get. Outside linebacker. This is a close recruitment. Another one, I think we end up winning. I think we will end up winning. And then for you, we need to throw the hard sell on. Damn, we only know one motivation. Yeah, we can't hard sell. It would just be a guess. Okay, double soft sell did what it needed to do. Sunday player. Perfect. Perfect. I know, yeah, we're done recruiting. We have 280 hours left. We will not use that. We could go after more players, but I want to save a couple spots for any transfers we might want to get. So, check out injury report, man. Like, is our tight end, is he hurt or not, bro? He's not hurt. He's just unavailable. All right, we got to go to Syracuse, New York to play Fran Brown and them boys, man. They're 77 overall. Top end. We'll look at their roster when we get in the game.
It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. The Dome, home to the Orange in Syracuse University. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Florida State Seminoles. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Syracuse Orange.
Indoor facility. Man, football meant to be played outside, man.
Guys, it's time to get it going.
Football meant to be played outside. Oh, you got the Syracuse. That's cute. That's cool. Love the Dome. Football meant to be played inside, man. I gotta up my I gotta get more emotes. That remind me. More emotes. More emotes. So that's your alma mater. It's funny. I was talking to one of my homies last night. He went to Syracuse. He's from New York. We was in a PlayStation party chat and we were just chopping it up. It was like 10 of us just chopping it up. Everyone had off from work today. And yeah, he went to Syracuse. He tried to make the ball team, man. We always play with him. He ain't make the Syracuse ball team. But speaking of Syracuse, I really do hope Fran Brown figure it out, man. I know they had a bad year. I know their quarterback got hurt. I hope he figure it out. I hope he has a really good year. I hope he get an SEC job. Devon Keys, good work, boy. Let's see what the boys over the podcast got to say, man. Let's see what they got to say. This one gonna be quick.
Okay, so let's get into it. This isn't just, a simple ranking update we're talking about today.
Not at all.
We're looking at a pretty fundamental shift in the college football power structure.
Ricky Collins, former
We're doing a
LSU
deep dive
player.
into Florida State. And them claiming the #1 spot in the nation. We're working from this breakdown. It's titled Florida State, the Seminole Ascent to the throne.
And that title really says it all. The source frames this whole thing as a journey from chaos to the throne.
Which feels so accurate.
It really does. Because, they didn't just inherit this spot because some other teams lost, though that certainly helped things along.
Right, that definitely opened the door.
But they earned it.
This Syracuse
They
team
earned it
got a
through,
sneaky
like,
good
pure
roster, man. Like, they
efficiency
got
by
2 good
navigating
running
some real
backs,
messes
some
early
good
on.
receivers.
you
Ricky
have to
Collins
remember
pretty
the
good.
quarterback controversy,
Good corners.
the talk about locker room tension. They weren't just handed this. They had to stabilize their own ship first.
Exactly. And you could see that stabilization so clearly in Berkeley. We really have to talk about that win over California.
Yeah, 35-7. But the score, I feel like the score doesn't even tell the whole story.
No, the interesting part is what the source calls the texture of the win. It uses this phrase, calm domination.
I stuck on that too. Calm domination. It implies a total lack of drama. No panic, no wild momentum swings.
Just control. Complete control from the opening possession.
And a lot of that calm, you have to think, comes from the quarterback, Sean Slaughter.
Oh, for sure. You look at the stat line, 285 yards, 5 touchdowns.
And 0 picks.
And 0 picks. But the breakdown really emphasizes his maturity. It's not just the stats. He wasn't out there chasing highlights.
It was creating certainty.
Precisely. For a young quarterback to consistently choose the right play over the flashy play, that is just terrifying for opposing defensive coordinators.
It definitely helps when you have a guy like Creed Whitmore to throw to, though. 145 yards and 3 touchdowns.
He owned the field. That's the quote they used.
And Cal was trying to stop him, right? They were rotating coverages on him.
Yeah, it didn't matter. When you have that kind of connection, that Slaughter to Whitmore connection, you force the defense to make impossible choices.
Right, and that's where the depth comes in, which I think is a super underrated part of their whole rise.
You're thinking about the tight end, Deontay Morgan.
I am a true freshman. The coaches have been whispering
Gibby
about
in real
his high
life?
ceiling for weeks.
Or the
And then
podcast?
he goes out and scores a touchdown.
And that validates all of it. When your freshmen are turning that potential into points, you know your program is healthy.
We saw it on the other side of the ball, too. The transfer safety, Devon Keys,
Getting his first interception of the season.
which is just huge for his confidence,
Yeah.
heading into this final stretch of the season.
So you have all these pieces clicking at once. The offense, the defense, the young guys stepping up.
Okay, we do have to talk about the elephant in the room. FSU handled their business, but they didn't get to number 1 in a vacuum.
Right. Michigan. They looked unbeatable. And then they ran into Michigan State. That loss just cracked the whole ranking system wide open.
So was it just luck? FSU being the last clean team standing?
See, the analysis makes a really crucial point here. It says it's not luck, it's alignment.
Alignment, okay, what do they mean by that?
It's the idea that 3 things converge at the perfect time. 1, a freshman QB playing elite veteran-level football. 2, your veteran receivers are all peaking at the same time. And 3, the defense is just getting tighter and more confident every single week.
To have all 3 of those things firing on all cylinders, that is rare.
It's incredibly rare. And that's not luck, that's alignment.
So the crown now sits in Tallahassee. They are the standard, but that has to change the psychology of the team, doesn't it?
It changes everything. Until now, their story has been about decline. Being underrated, being doubted. That builds hunger in a locker room.
But being number 1, that just builds a target on your back.
A huge one.
And I guess that's the real question we need to leave you with. FSU proved they could survive the chaos of a climb, but can they survive the pressure of sitting on the throne, knowing that every single opponent they have left is circling that game, treating it like it's their Super Bowl?
So on YouTube, you skipped the pod talk, but appreciate it. Yeah, I try to do the pod talk. Hey, Jules, appreciate the follow. I try to have the podcast, while we're recruiting and then, the beginning of the game. Because the beginning of the game usually just don't be as interesting. Recruiting don't be as interesting. So that's kind of my thought process. Bro, I know they got 2 good running backs, but damn. Caleb Hawkins, chill out, bro. So 3 and out for our offense. As we took that sack, we went play action on 2nd and short, and we took a sack. We didn't even have a chance. Ricky Collins, nothing there. But we didn't even have a chance to turn around. We got instantly sacked. 2nd and 10 here. They'll go pass. It was open. Overthrown. Pressure on the quarterback. Rookie with another hit. That's it's man up here. KJ Kirkland, Will User, our backup safety. Nothing's really open. That's tight coverage. That's good coverage. Cortland Guillory, he was banged up earlier in the season, but hey, he's a junior, man. Like, we have a chance to really return a great secondary. Wow. Okay, good. That could have been out at the 1. But yeah, we have a chance to bring back, well, no matter what. I don't say no matter what. But star corner D'Angelo Boyd, he should be back next year. Like, he's a true sophomore, so he can't go pro. And I don't think he has any reason to look to transfer. And then Guillory, I don't know if he'll look to go pro. Like, he's a junior at this point, but he might want to come back for his senior year. Good. Hey, good route. Even better ball. Like, that's a big boy throw, man. That's a big boy throw. And that's why Rayshawn Slaughter is in the position that he's in now. Okay, Tayshawn is back in the game. Last week, I don't know what happened to Buddy, but he decided not to play the whole entire game, even though he wasn't hurt. Give him a chance. Give him a chance, man. Give him a chance. Oh my goodness, Tayshawn with the ball, and he's hurt, bro. And then he get up celebrating like you're not hurt, bro. Stay down if you hurt. But what a ball, what a route, man. What a good work, y'all boys. They was in cover 0. We took a shot to the tight end. Let's see here. We'll get it to the young receiver out in space, down to the 8-yard line. Back spasms. Yeah, that man's squishy. Get him out the game. It's always something with him. He always got an excuse. Go RPO here. Good enough blocking there. Down to the 1. Keep Joe Jackson in the game. Let's go pistol and run it. Into the first quarter, try to get the playoff, but
it's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone.
Come on, Joe. Them boys on it. Them boys on it for sure. Third down. Morgan with another touchdown. Morgan with a touchdown in back-to-back games. The true freshman third-string tight end getting involved here, man. Don't transfer it out on me now. Don't transfer it out on me, Morgan. Don't do that now. Don't do that now.
They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss.
Don't transfer for playing time.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Bennett. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Wants to throw.
See here. Overthrow. Ricky Collins, lock in. Lock in, Ricky.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Find Keys here. Nothing's open. Pressure on the quarterback. He goes down. Who is 9-3 on this defense? Who is that? Who is that? I don't reckon. He must don't produce much because I don't recognize your name at this point. You don't produce. Yeah, that's man. Yeah, he don't produce. He don't produce. His attributes pretty good. He'll be. I think he's a junior. Yep, he is a junior. He'll be back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that.
So the edge rusher.
On
Third and everything here. They're taking a shot deep. But we have guys in coverage as Zay Thomas with his first interception of the season. And he got a chance to take this all the way back to the crib. Ricky Collins hold this stiff for him. Out at the 13. Good ball. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. He dropped a couple interceptions so far this season, but that was a good one. That was a good one. That was good. Let's go to the end zone. Here, play action, go right to the end zone. Dropped it.
I love the attitude by this team now. You just got a critical takeaway. You're set up in amazing field position down in the red zone. Take a shot.
Chris, appreciate the follow.
Don't even wait. There's zero hesitation.
Hit the tight end. Ball at the feet. He could have caught that if he get dirty. If he get down, he could catch that. He could catch that. Third and on 10 here. Don't want a field goal. Do not want a field goal. Oh my goodness. I think we had a touchdown too, man. Dallas Wilson had one-on-one coverage, but they sent the corner blitz, and Samuel got home. We'll have to kick a field goal. Damn, we had a touchdown, man. Come on, Wade. Lock in, Wade. Lock it in, Wade. No way, bro. When you move it too far one way, it vibrates your controller and it tells you, okay, you need to center it. I'm in the center. How is that off? Bro, it literally guides you and tells you when you're in the center. Wade would have missed field goal. That hurts. There goes screen. Which is a pretty good play call. I mean, they got some playmakers at running back. Gotta figure out how to get them the ball. Especially when Ricky Collins is not playing well to start this game. Give him a completion with a screen. They go RPO here, and they decide to run it with the quarterback. Ricky, big hit from Devon Keys. He'll get up with no issue. Too many of those hits. You ain't gonna last long, man. You ain't gonna last long in this game. Keep taking those hits. Keep taking those hits. You're going to be in trouble, big dog. We send a blitz here. Pick up 5. Go zone this time. I feel like they're not running the ball as much as they should. RPO here. Good play call. First down.
Has a really nice drive going. They'll move the tight end.
Play action. Dot. That's going to be Devon Patterson, our safety, getting burned in man-to-man coverage. Tayshawn Russell up to 50 yards on us. Hey, this Syracuse team, they trying to show some heart, man. I respect it. They trying to show some heart here. We run up the middle is going to go for about 15 yards down to the 7. All right, figure something out, y'all. Figure something out here. Add my user. Add my user, man. Frederick Valentin. That's the true freshman hybrid safety that's leading this team in tackles. That got to be a user pick. I ain't going to lie. That got to be a user pick. Throw right at my user. Perfect coverage. We all over it. 3rd and 7. What you want to do, Syracuse? Let's go man here. They go 5 wide. I damn near want to call a timeout. I ain't going to lie. We got the wrong defense out here. We got the wrong defense. And he drops it. He drops it. It's a catchable ball, a good pass, and he drops the touchdown, man. Hey, Appreciate the follow, man. Misfit, appreciate the follow.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll
Bad
bring it
drop.
to within 4.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be
That is a
aggressive,
bad
man.
drop.
Right down the middle. That obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after
7-3.
the big field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flank.
Said no problem. Love the YouTube. Hey, I appreciate you, my guy.
Short field goal. The
Appreciate you
last
coming
time
through.
they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves.
Let's end this season right, man. Ben, appreciate the follow, bro.
It's Jackson.
Let's go to the pass. They on that run game right now.
Great team defense.
Go
on
to the
that play.
pass.
Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones.
You said, did I ever get that fly? Hey, bro, I got him on the back end, bro. He said, had you dying for 30 minutes. I got him on the back end, bro. When we got off stream, I got him on the back end. Don't worry about it. Creed Whitmore open across the middle of the field. Nah, that fly was burning me out, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Burning me out. That's why we lost. That's really why we lost to Michigan like that, man.
Whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or of course the great Peter Warwick.
Yeah, finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking
Let's
speed.
see. Let's see. What do we have here? That's open. Oh my goodness. Dallas Wilson with his first reception of the game. Come on, Dallas, get involved now.
This quarterback right now
Don't be
is on the
scared.
move, and he's
2-minute
doing a
warning.
nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage
Don't be
and he's
scared,
getting
Dallas.
an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Dallas Wilson, back-to-back plays, and he's gonna be off to the races. 14-3. Let's work, man. Let's work. Just get the ball to your playmakers. They don't gotta always be the shot down the field. Just get it to your playmakers, and sometimes they do the rest. It's about a 6-yard pass, and he just used the wheels, turn into a 52-yard touchdown. I hope Dallas Wilson returns. He has one more year. He's a junior, but he's a 95 overall player, so he might, that's probably like a second round, maybe even first round draft pick. So he might decide to leave early and go pro. But maybe Marcus Vale could convince him to come back. But at the same time, I do want to unlock talent developer for our coach. So we do need to have 2 guys go in the first round. I do need 2 guys. Let's see. Nothing's open. Come on. That's a good catch. That's gonna be Zay Thomas in coverage. He said, bro, you funny as hell. Low key don't be trying. Hold up, let me get a stop here. Let me get stopped. That's me. They trying to do a little 2-minute drill. You said love the viz. Don't be spoil you. Just want to show love. Hey, I appreciate you, bro. I really do, man. I really do. That's love, man. That's love. This video will go up. I'll post this live stream later tonight after we done here. Add my user. True freshman Frederick Valentin. You got to take it back to the crib. Throw the stiff form out there. He don't got it. He don't got it, man. Maybe we should have went spin move. While I'm doing a stiff form with our safety on a running back. Come on. But Frederick, Johnny on the spot. That's all. Johnny on the spot, man. Look what I found. First of all, I'm usering them. I don't know where to go. Nothing's open. And just throw out the sag animation. And yeah, we got to throw the spin move out there, bro. This is a freshman safety. And I'm trying to stiff form they running back. It's fine. We'll take it. 1 minute, 13 seconds here. Let's see if we can hit Dallas Wilson. Oh my goodness. Okay, we good. 9-yard pickup. I thought that could have been picked low-key. Definitely want to make this last possession of the half. Oh, Dallas Wilson, damn, he caught like the last 4 balls. He went from no catches to 4 catches and probably 70 yards and a touchdown.
They're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB,
That's sometimes that's just how it goes. You just gotta get them activated. You just gotta get them going. All right, we gotta stop running this play. This play ain't meant to be ran. That play trash. It looked cool though. It looked like it's gonna work. That play is so. That play is just an instant sack.
they took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Go underneath. We're gonna get down to the 2-yard line. We could also waste a little bit of time here. I ain't mad at that.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
And the Seminoles trying to cash it in on 1st and goal.
All right, come on. What we have? What we have? What we have? What we have? Damn. Oh my goodness. Lucky. Chris Pill, that should have been intercepted. Lucky we lucky. We are lucky. Try to hit Dallas here. Nope, that ain't open. Sack.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
All right, one play here to get into the end zone.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of
One last play here.
but it is 3rd and goal.
Can you lower the short? Rayshawn Slaughter, the pocket passing quarterback with the great pocket presence. Step up in the pocket. And I was ready to run somebody smooth over. They ain't want no smoke, man. They ain't want no smoke. I was ready to lay somebody out. 21-3, man. Nah, he not gonna get too many rushing touchdowns, but maybe one day we'll increase his speed. Maybe one day.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. So a relatively short drive covering 39 yards.
Maybe one day.
To finish it with a 9-yard
Hey man, we about to hit 20,000 subs on YouTube, man. I am 93 subs away from 20,000. So I should hit that tomorrow. Tomorrow or the next day I'll hit it. 20,000, 20 bands. Let's see. I just gonna nil it.
First half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half.
Hey, 2Js, please appreciate the follow.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, I mean, good first half, man. Good first half. Good first half. You said nice. You said you remember subbing with like 1.5, man. Damn, bro. Shout out to you, Gibby. Shout out to you, bro. 1.5K. That was. I remember when I first hit 1,000. It was like it was when college football 26 just dropped. It was like the first week of, or 25, when college football 25 first dropped. Congrats on the 20K. Hey, I appreciate you, bro. I really do, man. But yeah, it was like the first week of the game coming out is when I hit my first 1,000.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here.
And we get the ball here.
Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this second half. On the move from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback
Let's
up.
go. 6-yard pickup.
Offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time.
On
here
the
in the
count,
second
throw this
I think
comeback,
you can do that
this
too
curl route.
offensively by maybe leaving your tight
No,
end
I
in to
cannot.
help block, maybe chipping with running backs and help
Try to get the
tackles
Joe out the
on the edge, because
backfield.
you're right.
3rd and
Pocket
6
is a bit
here.
shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football.
The Seminoles really need to keep
Okay.
this drive alive on 3rd down.
Possession? Oh my goodness, bro. He threw it way too far upfield. I pass led upfield. That's on me. I should not did any pass lead.
Second time today they've been forced to punt.
It's on me.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. To the air, it's Collins.
See, they go pass. Dot. Broken tackle, spin move. Come on, CJ Kirkland. I thought, oh man. Damn, what a play. I mean, what a play. We was in cover 0. McFadden, that's their best receiver. And we was in Julian McFadden. Cover 0. Dot. CJ, or no, that's not CJ. That's D'Angelo Boyd getting cooked in man coverage and just getting mushed to the ground. That spin move was crazy also. Ricky Collins trying to make it a game. 21-10 here. It's funny, we was dominating the good teams, but like playing like some of these teams that's middle of the pack these past 2 weeks, like, I feel like we're not dominating as much as we were against Syracuse, Pitt, Duke, North Carolina. Some of these teams that had, you know, good records and ranked high, stuff like that. But the Syracuse roster, like I said, they roster do look pretty good on paper. So helped you find that athlete run stopper? Yeah, man.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Them archetype videos, man. You already know, first week on when college football 26 or 27 dropped, them archetype videos coming first week. First week.
And really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers.
They're pressing Dallas.
And getting running backs on the ground.
It's open. It's a flag. Don't tell me it's a hold. It is a hold. Damn. Damn, that was a first down too. Damn.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Now on 2nd down.
Let's see what we have here. You dropping that, bro? You're a 95 overall player, bro. And you dropping that. That holding penalty, bro. That messed up our drive here. It's not over. It's definitely not over when you got a guy named Creed Whitmore. He dropped the previous pass, but that's good work right there. And we'll actually run a hurry up here. Catch him off guard, maybe.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. 3rd and long.
It was a good ball. Oh my goodness, Tayshawn had the defender lost. Had that man lost. That way on 26 to drop on game pass. Oh my goodness. Our other tight end comes in. And oh man, the safety. We should have passed led down. Because that safety came over. That was wide open, man. They was in cover 0. They boxed this. Throw it away. Boxed this. 3rd and 10. We are in field goal range. We don't want that. We already missed 1 field goal this game.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it.
Oh my goodness. Overthrow. Got to bring out Wade for a 53-yarder. I think he has the leg strength. Like, we made a 52-yarder earlier this season, but we already got 1 missed field goal on this one. They block my kick, and they'll take over.
And how about the push from the right
Did you do a video on Grind Labs? I did. Grind Labs, they sponsored. Grind Labs, one of my sponsors, man. My first sponsor, actually, Grind Labs. I actually gotta talk to. I actually gotta reach out to them. I think it would be cool if Grind Labs could do. So they're like a AI based platform for college football. But if they could do like storylines or podcasts and stuff like that, that would be game changing. Because right now, the way it works, you gotta go to chat. Yeah, you said a guy that asked about block kicks. Jinx me for sure. For sure, jinx me. That's 2 missed field goals for our kicker also, man. But right now, you gotta go to chat. You couldn't find you see you couldn't find the video. Damn, what's the name of those videos? Those videos were a while ago. I put it, Grind Labs is linked in all my videos. Damn, I don't remember the name. It was 2 popular videos. I wanted to do it. I had 2 good video ideas, and I was like, I'll do them on these 2. I forget what they were. Make so many videos, man. But yeah, right now, the way you got to do the AI podcast and the storylines is like, I got to grab the storyline from chat and then I got to put it into Notebook LM. And it's a little bit of a process. It ain't terrible, but quarterback cold, man. Tayshawn first down. Get some momentum going for the quarterback, Rayshawn. Go run here.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire.
Yep.
Close to the marker, it's Wilson.
Dallas Wilson.
It's spotted on the 49. The Knowles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down.
Oh my goodness, this is wide open, and they D-tackle almost picks it. Oh man, we had a wide open.
I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make.
Oh my goodness, that's wide open. We also had number 2 wide open. We had 2 guys wide open on that. We should have hit. Should have hit the other guy, but that's fine.
You cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Hit the tight end, make a play. Go overthrow. They gonna throw a flag late. You can't do that, man. I don't know what he did wrong. It wasn't PI. It didn't look like PI, even though they gonna call it PI. That was not PI. At least I don't think it was.
So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone.
Get the Dallas.
That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Go run here.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him.
No way you let a corner do that to you, bro. No way you let a corner do you like that, man. Tighten up. Tighten up, buddy. Tighten up. That was embarrassing. I ain't like that. Dallas Wilson. Dallas Wilson. We let it backwards. So he didn't take the hit. That was perfect. You said check on the ref betting on this game. Hey man, it don't matter if the ref betting on the game. It don't matter. We winning this game, man. It don't matter.
Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody, blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit back to work, and
That's a horrible kick.
busy as they've built this sizable lead. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Collins. He's got an open man.
D'Angelo with another reception given up.
Sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver? It might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance.
10 targets for Dallas, 8 for Creed. Like, everyone's getting involved.
As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So first down, we'll open up the final period.
Throw some zone. Every once in a while, we throw out the zone coverage. Just give him a different look. Man, heard them footsteps. Heard them footsteps. It's in the blitz here. No. Cortland Guillory all over that. Julian McFadden, you already had your fun. You done for the day. You already had your fun, buddy. 3rd and 10. We're gonna press. We're gonna press. It might be risky. We'll be all right. We'll be all right. We'll be all right. Edwin Joseph gives up the 50-yard touchdown. That's Julian McFadden's second one of the game. We can't press when Edwin Joseph is in the game, man. I think he's the slowest corner on our roster. I mean, he shouldn't be playing the outside, to be fair. He shouldn't be on the outside. Damn, Edwin. 28-17. Damn, that's on me. Julian having a ball game, man. They offense look pretty good. They got some playmakers on this team. From quarterback, their skill positions is good. Good corners also.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22.
Let's go run here. Said cover Clemson. Yeah, we boxed Clemson, man. But those boys was playing with different type pride, man. Those boys was playing with some pride during that Clemson game. That was different. Because the podcast before the game, they was talking about how, oh my goodness, I threw the wrong ball and it worked out. Wow. I meant to throw it across the middle. I literally hit the wrong button, and we still catch that. Triple coverage. That was insane. That was insane. Let's go run here. Good patience, boy. Good patience. Fall forward. Let's get Joe Jackson in the game.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen.
Get Joe Jackson involved.
Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Yeah, and it's so
Let's go
nice
run
to
here
look,
again.
right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
The Seminoles are moving quickly.
I think they specifically said that D'Angelo Boyd gonna need help over the top because he got stiff hips, and he just don't have the speed to keep up.
What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
The first couple of weeks, yeah, D'Angelo, he was playing bad. Can we throw that? Oh my goodness. I feel like you ain't have to jump for it. And at the same time, you just dropped it. He didn't even touch you. You just dropped it, bro. First down, we'll take it. One of our O linemen's hurt, but we'll take that.
And the Seminoles getting set on 1st and 10.
Let's go run here up the middle. Until 5-yard pickup. Taking a good amount of time off this clock.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football.
Damn. You ain't had to do my mans like that. You ain't had to OD though. 3rd and 5. Running back. Oh my goodness. It's a bad ball, man. 2 missed field goals already for Wade. You got to figure this one out, bro. This game's over if you make them 2 field goals. Figure it out, bro. I know one got blocked, but one he just missed. And this one is going to be green. Okay. All right. It's going to be tough on him. It's going to be tough on him. Game not over, but it's definitely going to be tough.
Let's catch you up to speed on things. Sam Houston has the lead right now. Huntsville has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 8 over Kennesaw State. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt.
Yeah, Syracuse, they playing a little hard out, man. I get on that. They playing a little hard out.
Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Tight end wide open. He went for the check down. I don't think he had time to throw it deep to that tight end there anyway. I do not think he had time.
Like, you know, this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make
big
plays.
hit.
They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Looking to throw, it's Collins. Unloads to the
Over the top. Okay, I'm about to say, come on, you're done, bro. You get no mas. That's Julian McFadden trying to get another big play on us. 4th down here. They're gonna go run with Ricky Collins. It's gonna go nowhere. John Walker with the game-winning tackle. And this is all but over at this point, man. We could run the clock out, but even if we don't, get enough first downs, come on, bro. You good, bro. You not hurt. You stopping the clock. But a field goal would make this a 3-possession game, and at that point, they definitely will not be able to come back. But for now, we'll just run the clock out, get down. We don't even need to pick up the first down. I'm trying not to score. Why are they calling timeouts? I'm trying not to score to run the clock out. And they calling timeouts. Hey, this is over, bro. Go orange, all that. Fran Brown, it's over, bro. It's over, bro. It's over. I don't know how that was a touchdown. So why haven't they fixed that injury? Stopped it? Bro, they ain't going to fix a lot of stuff, man. It is what it is. That was not a touchdown. They ain't going to call that back. They ain't even look close.
He's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses. And that's
so why is it not? Bro, that was supposed to be down to the 2-minute warning. I ain't gonna lie. They started cheating. Pitch play. And we get in the end zone, man. We don't run too many pitches. But we're gonna be up 3 scores here.
Splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just
So as long as they don't bring that back next year, come on, man. You know that's coming back. They need to take some of these catch animations out. They need to take that animation out where you hit them in the back, and they just collapse and the ball just fall out every single time. I don't think I ever seen someone catch that. They need to take that catch animation out.
Second down, now it's third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air.
Boxed.
On the run, fires downfield.
That's John Henry, our starting edge rusher in coverage. What he doing out there?
Down is coming up.
What he doing in coverage, man?
No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains.
4th and 9. At my user.
Play here late. Downfield and in.
GG's. GG's.
This offense has
We will move on to 10-1 with one more opponent left, man. One more opponent in our way. It's a nice spin move. Man, I gotta do more spin moves.
going to leave them dizzy.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game.
Did I not put True Clock on?
The fourth quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play too. Keep that momentum going and get out of here with the win.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You're going to stop the run game. You better be physical.
I ain't gonna lie, these boys from Syracuse, they play with hella heart, man. Fran Brown had these boys ready to go. They just ain't had the talent, bro.
Relentless, tough run.
They just ain't had the talent, but them boys came ready to play, and I respect that. That's honorable.
Up on third and goal.
That's an honorable defeat. Oh man.
All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
It's an honorable defeat,
They made
man.
the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So right, there were some things that were going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Man, imagine if Brock Glenn still was the starting quarterback on this team. Imagine if Brock Glenn still was QB1. What would our record be, man? Real question. What would our record be if Brock Glenn still was QB1? Oop, my fault, ya boys. Keep hitting the mic. Thing in the way. right, let's advance. So at least, you said at least 2 million wasn't going to the waste. Yeah, 3-9, 3-9, or 9-3. Yeah, I mean, I'll probably say, we'll have one more loss right now. Right, I'll probably add one loss. Another commitment. We do get Clark, freshman, or he's going to be a freshman, but 4-star linebacker. Also Patrick, 4-star left tackle from Texas. We stole him from A&M and Texas. We stole him from all the Texas schools, Texas Tech, and then Texas in there also. And we moved back down to number 2. Okay, I guess we didn't dominate. Wow. I'm assuming Ole Miss moved us to number 1. So if we beat Florida, we kick them out of the playoffs, by the way. They're ranked number 11. If they beat us, they'll be in the playoffs. We win, we will not be in the playoffs. And we also need to win to secure our conference championship. Let's see. I'm interested to see what this Florida team overalls looks like. Their star receivers hurt. Their best player is actually hurt for this game. He's having a good year though. Renell Brown. Let's see. That team doesn't look too special. I ain't gonna lie, man. They don't look too special here. They got some guys, like they got some good second. They got a good secondary. Okay, secondary at least. So I think we're done with recruiting, but we could take one final look here. So, Chip Sizemore. New Mexico kid. It's between us or Miami. Now, he's at Miami right now. And that's the biggest issue. As he's going to be on a visit. We could see who Miami plays, because that's actually, I mean, we're talking about the quarterback of the future here. Oh, we're supposed to be checking who Miami play. Who does Miami play this week? And also, we need to see who kicked us out the #1 spot. Damn, Miami's gonna win that game. They gonna win that game. Now, luckily, it's not like a big time opponent, so it's not gonna be a great visit. Cause yeah, combined record 66 and 77. Who the hell are they playing, bro? How do they? Yo, look at this schedule. This is not the worst schedule you ever seen. Miami. I understand they in our conference, but how did they get the easiest schedule? Literally, they played 2 teams. I'm not even gonna count UAB. If you want to count UAB, they played 3 teams with a winning record. Yo, what's up, gang? How you, bro? This is a crazy, and they don't make the playoffs with this. This is nasty. They lose to Duke. Come on, no way that man gonna commit to Miami. Them boys, they ain't like that. Yep, Ole Miss, they beat Alabama. That makes sense. They beat #2 Alabama. Or what? No, Alabama was ranked like, what was Alabama ranked? They was ranked #3. They beat #3 Alabama. Ole Miss like that, man. We had week 13. We got Florida. Let's finish up recruiting. We got Florida, man. We 3-0 today on stream. 3-0 today. So Chip, I think we end up getting Chip. It might go to a recruiting battle. If it does, we cooked. If it don't, we good. Got running back commits. Frank. We could throw him on a visit. Or excuse me, we could hard sell now. Can't visit. James Freeman looks like a free recruitment. Okay. Okay. I think we get him, man. I think we'll get Earl. Yeah, I think we'll get Earl. I think we'll get him. Yeah, I think he commits after this week, and I think he will be a part of this class. Randy is going to be a different story. This is going to be a recruitment. Like I said, I think this goes to the off season. I don't think he commits during the season. Okay, we do know it's hard sell though. But yeah, that's going to be a slow recruitment. Kevin Hidd. Then the athlete. Okay, yeah, let's throw your hard sell on because you're going to be a safety on this team. And we need that. We need safety play. We need young safeties at least. Okay. So I think we're looking good, man. I think we're looking pretty good here. We can hop into the Florida game. We're done with high school recruiting. We spend enough money. They're 84 overall team. Game of the week. We have never lost to Florida, or this on the year 2. We haven't lost to Florida last year. We haven't lost to any of the in-state teams, man. And we don't ever plan to do that. We don't ever plan to lose in-state. This is at the Swamp. Look at that. That's nice. And it's a night game at the Swamp, man. keep in mind, we win this game, we kick Florida out the playoff, we secure our first round bye, and we also secure our spot in the ACC championship for back-to-back years. We lose this game, making the conference championship is a question mark. It'll be like a 4-way tie, and we'll have the tiebreaker over like 1 or 2 teams, but it's not clear we'll make the conference. It's not clear we'll be in that conference game. Or this is non-conference. I'm tripping. This is non-conference. I'm tripping. It's non-conference. So we're good for the conference. We're good to be in the ACC championship. I'm tripping out. But when it does come to getting the first round bye, all that stuff, we'd just rather win this game. Yeah, I'm tripping about that. We good. I don't know why I was processing. So last year we beat them 20-13. And we'll start with the ball here. Your stadium poll's about to be crazy, man. This is a bigger game for them than it is for us, just because, like I said, damn. What a start. What a start. What a start. What a start. Kerry Brown, one of the safeties, the star safeties. And we try to get outside the pocket. I mean, it looks open, but it's a tough throw. I mean, and it's also a bad throw. Wow, that was a bad throw. Bad decision, but even worse, ball. If we throw that towards the sideline, like he has a chance to, catch it, toe tap it. Horrible start. Brad Jackson is their quarterback. But let's see what the boys from the podcast got to say about this matchup. And as it's going to be the last game of the season.
Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today, we are strapping in for what I like to call rivalry week cinema. You know that feeling when you're watching a really intense movie, maybe a thriller, and all the plot threads, every character arc, every conflict, they all just funnel into one single explosive climax.
That's it. That's where we are. It's the perfect analogy.
That is exactly where we are at with this college football season.
It really is. It's that moment where months of work, the entire season, just boils down to 60 minutes of football.
We'll take that.
And
We'll take that.
here couldn't possibly
We'll take
be
that,
better.
man.
Right. We're not just talking about bragging rights.
We'll
No,
take that.
not
We'll
at all.
decline
We're
that.
talking about legitimate survival.
We're looking at
decline
Florida
that.
State versus Florida, the Seminoles traveling into the swamp, and the source material we have today paints this incredible picture of a team that's battle-tested, but maybe feeling a little disrespected.
And they're walking into a hostile environment against a rival that has absolutely nothing to lose.
Nothing to lose. And that dynamic, the favorite with everything on the line versus the underdog with its back against the wall.
That's what makes rivalry week the best week of the year. All logic just, goes right out the window.
Well, let's try to bring some logic back into it just for a minute.
Sure.
Because before we even get to Gainesville, we have to unpack how Florida State got here. They are coming off this win against Syracuse, 38-17. Now, I'm looking at the box score here, and I see a 21-point win. If I didn't watch the game, I'd think...
You'd think, okay, business as usual, they cruised.
Exactly.
Well,
But that's the trap of the box score, isn't it?
it is. If you actually peel back the layers of the game tape, cruised is definitely the wrong word. They didn't cruise.
All right, let's
They
respond.
survived to fight. And that distinction, that matters so much for what's coming next.
Yeah, reading through the notes, it seems like Syracuse just had this nothing to lose energy that was honestly kind of terrifying.
Oh, yeah. And they had a villain from the FSU perspective anyway, and Julian
Yeah,
was
man,
mad.
McFadden
McFadden
was
was
balling,
nightmare.
bro.
The stats, 138 receiving yards, 2 touchdowns.
It's not a
They
good
only
start,
tell
bro.
part of the story.
It was the timing of those plays. It felt like every single time Florida State tried to create some separation, tried to finally put the game away,
Gary, what?
McFadden was there to answer. It was like the horror movie villain who just keeps getting back up.
Right. FSU would go up by 10, feel comfortable, and then bam,
Oh,
McFadden
man.
busts a 40-yard play.
He was the one keeping Syracuse's pulse beating. And for a defense that prides itself on shutting people down, that was a real wake-up
Oh,
call.
man.
But this brings us to the response. Because you can have a great antagonist but the hero has to step up.
Yeah.
And Rashawn Slaughter, I mean, wow.
Talk about stepping up. The numbers are gaudy. 309 passing yards, 4 touchdowns.
But this is where we need to differentiate between just good stats and what the film shows, which is command.
That's the key word.
20-yard
You can throw
run.
for 300 yards in garbage time. That's not what he did. What stands out to me is his
KD
composure
Daniels.
against the blitz. Syracuse was coming after him. They were trying to rattle him.
So he wasn't just sitting in a clean pocket eating a sandwich back there.
Not at all. And when Syracuse punched, he didn't panic. He just
Run to the outside. We
punched
all
back
over it.
harder.
Big hit in the
There were
backfield.
moments where
Ball
the
is out.
punt
No way.
collapsed.
Okay, we
Instead of
got
taking a
it.
sack
Oh
or
my
forcing a
goodness.
bad throw,
I thought he
manipulated
missed
the
it, man.
That's that championship DNA that
LSU
scouts are always
transfer
talking about.
Kavan
It's situational dominance.
Keys.
And he had help too. It felt like
with
weapons
the big
were
hit
popping
stick in the
up
backfield. I
everywhere.
thought he was going
Dallas
to
Wilson,
scoop it and score it,
over
man,
100
like
yards
Jadeveon
and 2
Clowney
scores.
did back in the day
Zay
at
Thomas
South
finding the end
Carolina.
zone.
And don't forget the other side of the ball. Frederick Valentin with that
Boom.
clutch second interception of the year. It just shows the
Good
depth
stuff,
of
boy.
this team. Different heroes on different drives.
So 38-17.
Yeah.
A win is a win. They survived the scare.
Run this ball.
But here's where it gets really interesting and frankly a little confusing.
Yeah, this is the pivotal plot twist.
Despite that gritty win, despite the command performance from the QB, Florida State dropped in the rankings. They fell to number 2 nationally.
Just silent emotion.
Help me understand this. You win by 3 touchdowns against a conference opponent and you get demoted. Was there an explanation? A sticky note left on the door.
Nothing. But if you read between the lines, the committee is sending a very loud message. The margin for error at the top is razor thin. They probably saw that first half struggle.
Ray
and
Sean
decided
to
it wasn't
Tayshawn,
dominant.
man.
That feels
Nothing was
incredibly
really
low.
open.
But I
I
guess that
decided
has
to
put
throw
a
it.
massive chip on your shoulder.
We'll take
Like
it.
You're walking away thinking, what else do we have to do?
Does that mean a 1 for
And
5?
psychologically, that might be exactly what FSU needs right now. If they stayed at number 1, maybe they walk into Gainesville feeling comfortable.
He's
a little
struggling.
complacent.
We're the best. We just have to show up.
Exactly. Now, they're walking in feeling
1 for
slighted.
6.
They're angry.
They're insulted.
They feel like they have
He is
something to prove
struggling.
all over again. And an angry, focused Florida State team is much more dangerous.
Don't matter.
when it comes to
Tayshawn got him.
Which sets the stage
Tayshawn to Ray
perfectly for the
Sean.
main event.
7-3.
Into the swamp. Now, for listeners who haven't been to Gainesville,
Good work.
we are just talking about a loud stadium.
No. The swamp is visceral. It's the heat. It's the way the stadium is built. Those steep walls just trap the noise right on top of the field.
So communication just becomes impossible.
You can't hear the guy next to you, let alone the quarterback 10 yards away. And into this cauldron comes a game with basically a binary outcome. It is win or go home in the truest sense.
Okay, let's break down the stakes here because
Yeah.
they are heavy on both sides. For Florida State,
Okay, for FSU, win, and 3 things happen. 1, they lock up a spot in the ACC championship. 2, their national title path stays clear.
and 3.
And 3, the sweet part, they effectively eliminate Florida from the playoffs.
Would you
They
say
get to
Natty
be
a
the ones
buzz?
to
I would.
personally end
Especially
their
since our
rivals.
team is better
That's a
than they were
massive
last year.
motivator. But flip the coin. What about Florida?
Now, last year
For
we made it to the
Florida,
Rose Bowl.
It's desperation mode, pure and simple. A win keeps their
Hmm.
playoff hopes on life support. A
KD
loss.
The
Daniels.
season's over.
It's over. They're playing for their lives. So it's not just a game, it's a territory war. It's survival.
Survival is the key word. Okay, let's scout the opposition then. If I'm the FSU defensive coordinator, who am I worried about on the Gators roster? It starts with Brad Jackson at QB.
Jackson is a tricky evaluation. He's a veteran, so he's seen a lot. He's not going to be easily rattled.
And he's a physical runner.
He's a very physical runner, which always causes problems. You can't just play coverage, you have to spy.
But is he a sharpshooter? Can
They're
he
moving
pick
the
you apart
ball.
with his arm?
That's the catch.
Yeah.
He's a streaky passer. He has moments of brilliance, but he misses throws he should make. But, and this is a big but, if he gets hot early, if he hits a couple big throws and gets that
we
crowd
all over it.
believing,
The crowd feeds him, and he feeds the crowd.
that's when he becomes dangerous. So the goal has to be breaking his rhythm early. Don't let him get
I
comfortable.
feel like that was the first
Right.
fumble
But there's a
we got all
massive,
year.
massive hole in their lineup that we have to talk about.
We might have to
Injury
increase the
report.
fumble slaughter.
Drop the bomb. Vernell Brown III is
No, we're not
OUT.
going.
This is the huge absence in
John
capital
Henry?
letters. You cannot overstate how much this changes the tactical landscape.
He's not just a receiver. He's their entire offensive identity.
He's the bailout option. He's the guy who turns a 5-yard slant into a
Screen.
50-yard touchdown. Without him, they become a lot
work.
less explosive.
Okay, play devil's advocate
That's
for
a
me.
kick for him.
If you're FSU, does this make it easier? Do you just load up the box, stop the run, and dare Jackson to beat you with his other guys?
In theory, yes. That's the textbook
They
answer.
banked it.
But rivalry games do not follow logic. There is a real danger in assuming that because the star is out, the offense will fail.
The Ewing theory, right. The team plays better when the star is missing.
Sometimes. Because they know they have to get creative. Florida has nothing to lose now. Expect trick plays. Expect double passes. Expect them to gamble on 4th down in their own territory.
So they're going to play emotional football.
And that kind of chaos is incredibly hard to prepare for. You almost prefer playing the standard offense because at least you know what to expect.
That's terrifying. A cornered animal with a bag of tricks. Let's see how Vegas sees this. The betting lines usually cut through the emotion.
The numbers here are fascinating. So let's start with the overall ratings. FSU is a 92 OVR, Florida's an 84.
That sounds
Good
like
work,
a
Joe.
mismatch. An elite team versus a good team.
On paper, it is.
reached
but
the
that
ball
84
out.
for Florida, that's heavily boosted by that
Lucky.
emotional home
Got
crowd
lucky there.
factor we talked about. Home field advantage is a quantifiable metric here.
So what's the spread?
The
Minus
opening line is
6.5.
Florida State minus 6.5.
6.5. Wait, hold on. A number 2 team against a rival missing its best player, and it's less than a touchdown? That feels suspicious.
It's extremely tight, and that number 6.5 is what we call a hook. Vegas
That
is
seemed like a pretty
begging you to
accurate
take the
line,
favorite.
6.5.
They are baiting you.
Why is
Oh
that?
my goodness, Creed!
Because it implies they think
Creed,
this game
show
is
him the
going to be
wheels. Show
They
him
are
the
saying,
wheels,
yes,
Creed.
FSU is better, but this is a one-score
Good
game
work,
that's going to
boy.
come down to a weird safety or a missed extra point. They respect the chaos of the swamp.
Good
And the money
work.
line reflects that too, I'm guessing.
FSU is MABDIF 250, Florida is plus 210. So you have to pay a steep premium for the favorite,
That man
but the payout
different.
on the underdog shows an upset isn't impossible.
Look at the over-under.
Foot in the ground hood. We outta
56.5.
there.
That's pretty high.
It is. The projected score is Florida State
We
31,
outta
Florida
there.
24.
31-24. That is a nail biter.
First round
That's
talent
a
for
game that
sure.
comes down to the final 4 minutes.
And that brings us right back to Rashawn Slaughter. We talked about his command against Syracuse, but the sources are calling this his biggest test.
With the bounce back,
Is it
Rashawn.
really?
Yeah.
He's played in big games before. Why is this one the biggest?
The environment and the implication. It is entirely different to have command when 90,000 people are screaming for you to fail and you can't hear your center. This is where quarterbacks become legends.
It's the mental game. Can you keep your heart rate down when the world is burning
Quick
around?
pass.
Precisely. And on the flip side, we have Florida's last stand. The biggest
End of the
danger for
first.
Florida State right now isn't the Gators' defense, it's arrogance.
Thinking you've already won because you're higher ranked.
Exactly.
Yeah, bro, they-
If they walk in thinking
That man
we're number
Brad, they
2,
quarterback.
they're injured, we just have to show
He ain't
up,
on nothing.
they will get punched in the mouth. They have to treat this as a war for territory, not a victory lap.
Yep. Not a victory lap?
Draw
I
play.
love that. It's a battle for every inch. The consequences of failure here are catastrophic for FSU. If they win, the path is clear. If they lose,
Chaos, absolute chaos. They drop out of the top 4 almost certainly. You go
Wait,
from
action. They
national
have
title contender to
Nothing really,
disappointing
John.
season
Throw the
in
ball
3
away,
hours.
Brad
that
Jackson.
is heavy.
John Henry with
So
the
this
sack.
game really represents the essence of
Only
competition.
3-yard
It's a
loss, but
perfect
throw the
case
ball
study in
away.
pressure.
That Syracuse game was the practice run. This is the final exam. You have to go into someone else's house and take it.
And you have to do it when things inevitably go wrong. There will be a turnover, a bad call.
The winner will be the
Second
team
and
that
13.
doesn't let
They
that
go
one
pass.
moment define the game.
All
Swan
over it.
survival. The projection is 31-24. Do you think that holds?
I think it's going to be incredibly close. I think the absence of Rennell Brown keeps the score a little lower, but the desperation of Florida keeps it tighter than FSU fans want. It might just
Third
come
and
down
everything.
to who has the ball last.
It's going to be stressful. But
Nothing's
that's why we
open.
watch,
Pressure
right?
on the
We say
quarterback.
we hate the stress,
And we
but
get
love it.
home.
That is exactly why we watch. We want to see who blinks first.
We'll get it back on the
So,
punt.
as we wrap up this deep dive,
Good work.
we're left with this binary reality. The road to a championship doesn't go through comfort.
No, it never does. It goes through the swamp.
I want to leave you with this thought to chew on. In a rivalry where one side has nothing to
Creed.
lose and everyone expects them to struggle, is the pressure actually entirely on the favorite? Is it harder to play when you're expected to dominate than when you're just fighting for your life?
That's the question that will be answered on Saturday.
Thanks for listening to the Deep Dive. We'll be watching the scoreboard right along with you.
You said go deep. Right play. I'm assuming you meant one of the plays I was choosing. What's up, Zay? Welcome back, bro. Nasty start to this game, but we responding. We here. That might only be his second interception of the game, man. or of the season, excuse me. I know it's double coverage, but full punt. It's double coverage, bro. We don't need to throw that. It looked open, but that's double coverage. So he's starting UL, Monroe, triple option dynasty. Hey, good luck, bro. With all realistic sliders, still need to figure out the AI. Yeah, the AI ain't that hard to figure out. You can figure it out in like 10 minutes. The notebook LM take about 5 minutes to figure out how to use it properly, I will say. But chat is super simple.
Second down play coming up for this offense.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Catch made on the right side.
3rd and 2.
After the completion, just short of the first down marker. So the offense faces a 3rd and manageable here from the 25.
Got the blitz going. They go pass. Oh, man. Oh, man. Broken tackle. Looks like the tight end. He's down to the 38-yard line. That is the tight end, Amir Jackson.
This is what you see all over college football and even up obviously in the NFL. These tight ends
Okay.
really recruited
Hey, this is still a one score game here.
matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw.
KJ Daniels, or no, KD Daniels
Is a tough matchup
is that running back up to 47 yards.
for a linebacker.
Second down.
We're mixing in a good amount of zone coverage this game. They go another RPO. Them boys scared, man.
But it's a first down.
Well, defending this guy, you need more than one defender. You really got to stress rallying to the football because this guy can make people miss.
The Gators line
Come on.
up here on 1st and 10.
2-minute warning here.
Drops back from the shotgun.
Another check down to Amir.
Tight end.
Goes for 6.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that,
So where can you get the sliders? What sliders you talking about? My sliders or?
you have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for
The
this
board
defense.
currently year 6.
Offense will set up on 1st and 10.
You said, did you ever find any fast, tall, 6'4"? Hold up. Damn, that's wide open. KD Daniels will be in the end zone, man. I'm assuming they'll go for 2 here and look to tie up. Last year I used to do that a lot. I haven't done it much this year, I'll be honest. Move the dual thrust to tight end. I haven't done it this year. I feel like the dual thrusts are better this year at quarterback, so I haven't done it this year. I might have to try it. They do not go for 2 here. So just need something realistic. So I at the start of the stream I showed my sliders. I made some tweaks to this slider set I've been using. I made some small changes. I asked AI to give me some sliders, and I honestly didn't like what they gave me. So I decided not to try them. And I just made some tweaks to the ones I was using. So I can show you what I'm using, but I'm not sure if exactly what you're looking for. Crimson, you said, hey man, thanks for all the videos. Started my first Dynasty this year with a bunch of co-workers. Damn, hold up, we running the clock out. I'm tripping out, bro. Hold up. And it's hitting my tight end in the back of his helmet. All right, take it to half, bro. Take it to halftime. Your videos are awesome. Hey, I appreciate you, bro. I'm glad I was able to help, man. I truly do appreciate you. We'll actually call a timeout here, man. We have we need about 30 yards for a field goal, maybe more. Oh my goodness, that was gonna be a dot. That was gonna put us in field goal range. But I appreciate you, bro. Let's see here. We go underneath. Nothing there. I'll take the half, bro. We could throw a Hail Mary, but they ain't never worked for me.
Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Fellas, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Gators.
All right, man. Not a great start to this game. We haven't been in this position many times this season.
Some guys have the ability to elude any
We have not been in this position many times.
three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution.
We have not been in this position too many times.
Back to the guys to see how the battle between Florida State and Florida plays out.
All right, Kevin, thank you. We appreciate the breakdown.
Everyone in here, go follow my Twitter, man. Between this stream and next stream, I'm gonna tweet about this dynasty, and it's just gonna provide some information. Link in the chat, man. Anyone that followed the Twitter, I'm following back. Appreciate that follow, bro.
He'll take the return and try to get some better field position.
You said, what's up? Not much, bro. I'm trying to win a ball game. What's up with you? You send me watching.
Passing game effective in the first half. Let's see if they keep it going or if the defense has made adjustments trying to protect the lead.
Yeah, Slaughter not locked in this game, man. He is not locked in this game. Oh my goodness. My defense not locked in neither, bro. Oh my goodness. Y'all good? Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. We ain't going out like this. Not like this, bro. Not like this. Not like this, bro. Good hit. Set the tone. Devon Patterson. He was leading for the Thorpe Award. I gotta check. I haven't looked at the no power at the crib. Damn, bro, that sucks, bro. I ain't gonna lie, that sucks. Bro, Amir Jackson balling for these boys inside the red zone. But on Devon Patterson, I gotta see if he's still first for the Jim Thorpe Award. I feel like he hasn't produced as much as he did this first half of the year. Devon Keys with a nice tackle in the backfield. Their field goal range, obviously, like, come on, hold him to a field goal. Bend, don't break here. Go RPO, bro. They love a RPO, huh? They love a RPO. Like, damn. Go pass. Dot. Big hit from Devon Patterson, but it's a little bit too late. And it's going to be down to the 4-yard line, man. We got, Cortland Guillory. That's our star corner getting cooked in press coverage. Like, come on, bro. You're going to give it the inside. Big hit in the backfield, Devon Keys once again. Keep setting that tone. He already got one forced fumble in this game. Keep setting that tone. Both the Devons are hooping. Nope, no, drop it. Down to the 2. They go 3 wide receivers here. We'll see if they actually pass it. I feel like it's going to be an inside zone. Pinch that D-line. Try to shoot a gap with Keys. Shade inside. They probably going to do slants. Running back out. We follow. We'll follow. We'll follow. Pressure on the quarterback. He breaks one sack, break another, and he goes down. And they're going to have to punt. Or no, not punt. I wish. They're going to kick a field goal. But Brad Jackson couldn't find anything. And we bent for sure, but we did not break. Yeah, Zay, that's what you got to do, Zay. It's at 97 block shedding. Damn. He must be an edge setter.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there.
All right, come on, respond.
And here comes the Florida State offense on the field.
Respond. Come on.
First play of
Okay. I feel like the young receivers haven't been involved this second half of the year. I'm not sure why, but I feel like they haven't. Start of the year, they was super involved. But I don't know. We kind of struggled to get them the ball. Bro, please just run a streak. Thank you. That's the wrong read. It'll work out, though. It'll work out. That's Creed Whitmore. Ain't never a bad decision to throw him the ball. We had the running back wide open, though, for an easier completion. Let's see here. Dallas Wilson getting involved. Broken tackle for Dallas Wilson, and he's going to show him the back of the cleats, and he's going to be off to the races. And this is going to be 21-16 here, man. Get it to your star playmakers and just let them do the rest, man. Let them do the rest. Creed earlier had the crazy 60-yard run with the juke move, put the foot in the ground, got outside, show him the wheels. And Dallas Wilson, he the big body receiver, man. He like the A.J. Brown type. That's kind of what I think of him as. The A.J. Brown type receiver. But before A.J. Brown forgot how to catch. But I mean, let's see this again, man. Like, couple broken tackles. Like, look at this. 1, 2 broken tackles, and then just faster.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT.
He said, how you feel about the route artist receiver? I feel like that is the second best receiving archetype in the game. I think if I had to rank them, I would do physical route runner number 1, and then the route artist number 2. Because both those archetypes get some of the best abilities in the game. So I would pick the route artist number 2. But yeah, some of them do be like 5'7". You could find some route artists that's legit 5'7". So, but you could find some that's 6'1", 6 foot. So you can find the 6 foot ones. We there? No, that's a pick. And the physical route runners, they're all on the taller side, but they just got, I think, the best ability set in the game. Yeah, as setter, yeah. Might move him D tackle if needed. Get over there. Cortland Guillory, man, he's struggling in some man coverage today. He got 5 tackles. That ain't a good thing. That means it ain't a good thing. His man catching the ball and he tackling him. That's not a good thing having 5 tackles right now. We all over it. Go some zone coverage here. Might be his worst game so far, yeah. All right, 3rd and 6 here. Get a stop, y'all. Let's go nickel.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside.
We'll use Patterson.
And they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw.
They'll take a shot deep. Boy, D'Angelo not going, man. Good coverage. The hips are no longer stiff. Beginning of the year, he was getting burnt deep. Like I say, he came in out of shape, man. Just top 25, Ole Miss, Florida State, Texas, and then UCLA make up your top 4. But D'Angelo, he got into shape, and, I mean, he's a guy for us. Nothing's gonna be like that freshman year. He was one of them ones freshman year. Gets a kick return. Okay. All right. Touchdown here makes it very, very challenging, especially if we could take some time off the clock. Run it.
Well, let's see how these guys do here. You're kind of in that 4-minute offense mode where they're trying to work as much clock as they can on this drive, working with the lead. Still want to be balanced as best you can, but the important
Go to the pass here. That's wide open. Creed, he just separates. That's what he do. That's all he do, just separates. That's all he do.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. It's a nice wrap.
Pick up 4.
And I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Running out of time.
Oh my goodness, they rush. How did he get home that quick, bro? Did my right tackle not move? My right tackle is look at my right tackle, bro. Come on, Brody. Why are you bumping inside, man? Why are you bumping inside? We had a first down. We had a first down. Miscommunication on the O-line. 3rd and 6. 3rd and 6. Got to make up for it. Dallas Wilson. That got to be a first down. He fights. He fights. That's what he does.
First down now from the 37.
Oh, that one really hurts for this defense. They get these guys to 3rd down, a chance
Go
to
run
get
here.
them off the field, and they give
Good
up the
blocking.
first
Broken
down.
tackle.
The clock
First
will continue
down.
to roll.
Kerry Brown, their star safety. He's going to be hurt. He'll stop the clock. They stay faking them injuries, bro. I already know how they get down.
Give it to the back again. They'll stop him behind the line.
I'm already knowing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
2nd and 12 here.
Second down, we're going to throw it.
Horrible pass, bro. Like, I mean, it was space, but the pass just was bad, bro. It was bad. 3rd and 12 here. Give him a chance. Give him a chance. Oh man, Dallas Wilson. I know it's a tough catch, but bro, we pay you a couple mil to make those catches. We pay you a couple mil to make them catches, bro. All right, Wade is out here, and this, bro, is not doing the thing where you could tell where to kick it. Controller just vibrating. That's always fun. Pulled it right, bro. Damn. Wade with another missed kick, man. He is damn near about to. Hey, man, keep missing kicks, bro. Them football fans don't play about a kicker missing kicks, bro. X the Ravens kicker. X the Ravens kicker, bro. Keep missing kicks if you want, Wade. You ain't gonna be able to go to class. Keep missing kicks. Keep missing kicks if you want to, bro. It's gonna get spooky. Come on, defense. It's on you now. It's on you now. It's on you now.
In that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years.
5 wide.
Out wide. But here's a great example.
We got
The defense has the ability to play wide, but
one-on-one
still
coverage on the
solid
outside.
line of scrimmage, not
Quick
giving
pass,
up
drop
big
it.
plays.
4th and inches. What you want to do? They'll punt. Oh, that might be a bad decision.
Well, a quick short throw here.
You said, chill, that's a touchy subject for us. My fault, bro. I ain't know any Ravens. I ain't know Ravens fans was in here, bro. That's on me.
But they come up a little bit short.
That's on me.
It's decision-making time for the coach. I'd be shocked if they didn't go for it.
That's on me. I don't know, but I feel like you should have went for that. Okay. Loki want to pass it, bro. That run game looking iffy at best right now. Go pass. It's an easy completion, though. It's an easy completion. Rayshawn to Tayshawn.
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Go RPO.
Will they be on this first down play? Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And he stopped again. They've had patience with the ground game, but just nowhere to run tonight. That's been a big theme.
One more timeout left, and they had a 2-minute warning. You got to catch it, bro. And he drops it, bro. They send pressure. It's like, bro, you make some phenomenal plays sometimes. Then you drop that. 3rd and 9 here. We're going to take a shot. We're going to take a shot. He won over the top. It's a linebacker in coverage, and he caught up. And we'll punt. We won. We won the rep. I'm going back to look, bro. We won. Was anything else open? Oh, man, we did. I mean, this is open, but also you got this guy right here. So is it really open? But it looks like it's a linebacker guarding my tight end. It looks like he won. I'm trying to pass lead it to the outside because that's where he got leverage. And the linebacker just caught up. I don't know, maybe it was underthrown, but he just caught up. Great play.
To put pressure on your quarterback.
Not a great punt.
The timing, as we saw in this play.
He needed a touchdown.
The Gators offense retakes the field.
They need a touchdown.
They need to find the end zone on this possession. Scanning the field, it's Jackson. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man open on the right side downfield.
Amir Jackson, the tight end, bro. Like, is he really one of them ones? 2-minute warning. 49 yards away. Dot. I mean, that's Bates. Go to dime, bro. These boys out here. Go to dime package, man. Stop pressing them. Get off them, bro. We go zone, bro. Stop pressing these boys. We can't do that right now. They down their best receiver. Imagine their best receivers out here. Their best player. He's a 95 overall, and we getting routed up by these boys without him. They go 5 wide underneath. It's gonna go for a first down. Out of bounds too. 16-yard line. Damn, we got walked like a dog. Got walked like a mutt. Like a mutt. RPO. At what point do we start calling timeouts? Oh man, we should have called one there probably. Screen. First down. I mean, we gotta call timeout now. What's the chances they run it? I can see him running it once. They do go pass. Pressure on the quarterback. Wow, we'll take that. We'll take that throw away because if they do score it, yeah, we'll take that. That's better than a sack. That's better than a sack for us at least. We'll go zone. The zone kind of hitting right now. But the man definitely wasn't hitting. Check down. Well, they call a timeout. They do use a timeout. They ain't have to. We'll go press dime. We'll press them. Jam them. I hate that my best corner is guarding their tight end. And they go quarterback run with Brad Jackson and Williams. Amari Williams was not prepared, number 40, and just allows the quarterback to run around him. And they will be up 1 point with 30 seconds, and they will go for 2. Yeah, that's a crazy play call with no timeouts. Insane play call.
Coach deciding to keep the offense out there, go for a 2-point conversion and extend the lead to 3.
2-point conversion, RPO, not first down, touchdown. That's Cortland Guillory just getting picked on, bro. Just getting picked on. All right, we need 3. We need 3. At least 3. At least 3. Come on. Hey, Rayshawn, this is where legends are made, Rayshawn. This is where legends are made. We have 2 timeouts. Stadium pulse is pulsing. That's where legends are made, man. Dallas Wilson back on the ball.
Stop out at the 39, but good enough for a first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
Come on, get it off.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it.
Nothing open. Nothing open. Throw it away.
It's incomplete on the throwaway. Couldn't find anybody open. Brings up a 2nd down now. We've got to get points quickly here. Looking for explosive plays.
Need somebody to get open.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10.
Oh my goodness.
This time a completion. And a timeout stops.
All right, it's not over. 8 seconds. We need about, how many yards we need? 20?
Offense needs points quickly.
I want to put the running back on a wheel route.
Let's see what they've got called. Quarterback
Will,
snap
okay.
adjustments now for this defense. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Lets it go quickly.
GG's, man. GG's. Overthrow. Overthrow. No, you're not taking it back, bro. You're not taking it back on us, man. We lose to Florida. Oh man, we lose to Florida off a pick 6. It was overthrown. I'm not mad at the decision. It was a little window there, but Rayshawn Slaughter overthrew it. And we lose to Florida. They'll be in the playoffs. And we will be, I mean, I'm assuming we'll drop outside the top 4 here with 2 losses. We're not going to drop out the playoffs. We'll still make our conference championship. But we're out the probably the top 4 for now. Damn, Florida wanted more. I hope I see him on the back end, man. 2 picks for Rayshawn. Bad completion percentage. I mean, it's a tough game at the Swamp. Couldn't really run the ball how we wanted to. Yeah, that could be our first round matchup too. Dallas and Creed played well, but we didn't get the ball to all our receivers like we usually do. We usually spread the ball around. Not this game. Defense didn't play great. We had some sacks. John Walker, Henry, had sacks. No picks, and we threw 2. Devon Keys did have that fumble and scoop. Damn. It's that coach away record versus top 5s. And we do get Carl. We do get him. The 5-star from Oregon does commit to the program. That was a recruitment I wasn't sure if we'll win. And we do get Chip Sizemore. He went to Miami on a visit, and he decided to come to us. Miami, yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect. So we do pretty much round out our recruiting class here. And we move down to number 9. Wow, we drop way out of the top 4. So the first round bye is not an option at this point. And we pull Clemson in the ACC championship. And we pull Clemson. We beat Clemson once this year. They're 10-2. We're also 10-2. But when we played them in the regular season, we kind of dominated, right? Yeah, 34-10. And we was at Clemson. We was in the fake Death Valley for that one. And let's go ahead and advance to Clemson week. Oh, man, damn. Conference championship week. I think we're going to call this stream right there, y'all boys. Damn.